Mitchell Taylor, one of your favourites, Sally. David Cruz hasn't played for a long time. Brenton Motlop as well, coming back from a broken leg and from last season. And a big in for them is Jackson Holmer, which is the Geelong VFL star. And for Tiwi, they've got Joel Price, Tim Martin, Michael Dunn's a big in, David Cantilla, and there's a new one, Matthew Dussin. So looking forward to seeing how they go today. So full credit to Wayne Warden. Let's hope that they can match our Wanderers here today, but I think that Wanderers are going to win this one quite easily.
James Port Jimmy out, as I suggested. Yeah.
Yep.
Jimmy Port Jimmy, I like saying that.
Jimmy Port Jimmy. And Harley Punantana Mary as well. He's a big out for them.
Now Wayne Warden leaves the ground. The coach, he's been out there with them through that warm-up. I don't know why we call it the warm-up. You warm before you get out there. So players getting into position. It is round 10 in the NTFL. Wanderers played in the grand final last year. And they got beaten in a thriller by St Mary's. They'd won the year before. They know how to win. And they find this team challenging for a while, but they can brush them aside. Doing the ruck work will be Matt Dussin, number 47. I can see him in there. And Ross Tungatulum goes in also for the Tiwi Bombers. And rucking for Wanderers will be Josh Wilson.
He's been very good in the ruck for Wanderers, Joshua Wilson, and a goal-kicking ruckman as well when he goes forward.
Isn't it interesting? They've both got the right sock up and the left sock down.
Umpire holds it off to get it underway. Here's Ian Butterworth.
He does indeed, with the right sock up and the left sock down. Wilson and Dussin, they are ready to do action. Good bounce by the field umpire Dussin, but Wilson wins it, gets the ball down to a teammate there, and that's Marlon Motlop. Marlon Motlop, not surprisingly, bangs it inside forward 50. Michael Dunn, he will dash Dunn. Jip little kick, and Tungatulum takes the ball backward to the centre.
Tungatulum had to give the handball away, run through the middle. The Tiwi Bombers kick down to half forward. Ball land on the ground, overrunning it. Down there, Bradley Palapamini. Mini spillage comes out. Wanderers can get out of trouble. Short kick out towards the wing. Bouncing ball there in the path of Adam Tippenwoody. And goes backwards out of the hands of Marlon Motlop. And the long kick from Thomas Motlop up towards the wing. Front position down there for the Eagles, not able to take the mark with Drogamala. Handball comes out. Dunn got half a handball away. They're out on the wing. Dunn goes looking for it again. Couldn't get it. Ball goes to ground. Spillage comes out.
The Spillage comes out, kicked off the ground nicely done. Wanderers. Jake Smart inside his forward 50, going to the airport end, grandstand side. The defence of the Tiwi Bombers under huge pressure. Out of bounds on the ball, full methinks, between wing and half forward, grandstand side. We've played, I don't know how long we've played. The clock hasn't gone, but no score.
Yeah, that was great work by Joel Price for Tiwi in the back line.
Big kick by the Eagles forward. Down there by Holmer, down towards the goal line. Bounces in the goal square, and the Eagles get to it and kick the first goal. Beauty. Might have been Simon Bates.
Yeah, it was Charlie, and it got over the back of the Tiwi back line there, and Simon Bates took an easy shot at goal. Very good roving by Simon Bates. He's a speedster that can match the Tiwi Islanders, and the Wanderers' great goal.
Look at his legs and his arms. He's been in the gym, hasn't he, Tash?
He has. He's really beefed up, hasn't he? He's been on the weights, Simon Bates, because there wasn't much of him in the previous seasons, and when it come to finals time, he'd often get dropped. But he's looking lean and mean at the moment.
You have to get off the horses, get onto the footy field, get into the gym. Once again, it's Dussin and Wilson. Up they go. Dussin that time knocks the ball to his team's advantage, but Wanderers will get the clearance. Here they go. Motlop once again bangs it inside forward 50. Looking down there for Brenton Motlop. Brenton Motlop has certainly been in the gym, looking after his upper body, and the ball is out of bounds. 5 metres around from the Wanderers' goal, airport end, and here at Marara, slightly favouring the grandstand side. 1 goal straight to Wanderers. Tiwi Bombers yet to score.
Yeah, Brenton Motlop usually is in the back line, but first came back for a while, and he's playing full forward.
Eagles have it down there. Justin Smart's down there. So too was Bates. Ball knocked back towards the boundary line. Bouncing ball. Eagles went searching for it. Marlon Motlop couldn't keep it in. Rushed out of play.
Kieran?
Yeah, just one aspect I'd like to bring up. Wanderers have only played once in a 2 o'clock time slot, and it was a very overcast day, whereas Tiwi have been playing this time slot consistently, so it might be a bit of an issue for Wanderers there.
Good pick up, Kieran. Here's the throw in inside 50 for the Eagles. They've got the first goal of the match. Big pack of players around it. Tiwi Bombers get out of trouble. Ross Tungatulum caresses with the left boot, cut off at forward of the wing by Thomas Motlop.
That was a poor kit by Ross Tungatulum.
Motlop forward of the wing, slightly favouring grandstand side. 2.5 kicks from goal, going to the airport end, have the wind behind them. Wanderers, and Motlop kicks it, a lovely kick, a raking kick, but a strong mark. Was that Big Matt Dussin? It was Big Matt Dussin. He holds them up at fullback, goes by hand to a teammate in Patrick Sullivan. He goes to another teammate, and they'll work their way out of the defensive 50, inside of the mark taken by Kieran Apapatimi.
And he goes over the top with a little short kick. Might be Austin Wanamiri. Caresses too with the right boot. Kicks it out wide. They can run it forward. Jerome Tippermantamiri rather. Gets it inside 50. Ball goes to ground. Eagles can't get out of trouble yet. Use the handball inside defensive 50. Kick up towards the wing. Pretty good. And the mark taken out there by Simon Bates. Gets on the left boot. Spears it across field. Searching out there and finding Nook Mansell. Mansell gets to the corridor on the left boot. Spears forward. Got it over the top. Rolling ball back towards the boundary line. Adam Tippenwoody onto it. Couldn't get the goal. Tiwi Bombers wish they had him, and they'll play on quickly from defence.
Quick play, the ball out, they come into mark, taken by Price. Price just on the 50, defensive 50, grandstand side, goes for a kick, not terribly good. In fact, the marking attempt by Dustin, one-handed, even he can't do that, and he'll be interchanged and running on Tim Martin. So Martin for Dustin, ball out of bounds, grandstand side on the wing.
So the throw in here, Dustin goes for a rest. It's directly down in front of us. You can see down there in front position again, Marlon Motlop. Didn't come out to him. Pushed out by the Eagles through Dukes. Worked hard. Here's Marlon Motlop now trying to get a little bit of it. They go over the top of the footy. Umpire has a look at it and we'll ball it up on the wing position here. Wanderers goal and 1 point. Tiwi Bombers yet to score.
Tim Martin and Matthew Dustin look like they're rotating in the ruck for Tiwi.
Marlon Motlop is a gun and he's the son of a gun and he's had plenty of action. Ball still in dispute on the wing, close to the boundary, grandstand side. Give it to me, said the field umpire. 1-1-7 Wanderers, Tiwi Bombers yet to score, coming up 3 minutes into the first fight, the first term. Up they go. That time it was Martin. He slaps it out. Teammate Timmy. He gets the ball onto his boot, but running hard. Drogamuller gets the ball by hand and goes to Erlinson. Erlinson flips the ball out wide, picks up a teammate, Adam Tippenwoody. Tippenwoody gets the ball inside forward 50. The Bombers have got to clear this. They're running hard, out of defence, running around in circles, and that's Jerome Tipio Amanda Mary, terribly dragged off the kick. Tipio Amanda Mary's second effort, pretty good there. Bombers, will they clear it? Michael Dunn, dispossessed. Big Dukes has the football, goes by hand to a teammate. Tristan Weatherall fits inside forward 50. I reckon he got enough of that, and that mark taken there by Kurt Dunn.
I think the umpire called play on Butters and didn't say that was a mark. I thought that was a clear mark. I thought he had 2 bites of that.
A little unlucky. Free kick awarded to Justin Smart. He's within kicking distance, you know. He's just inside 50. His difficulty is where he stands on the boundary line.
We saw him kick 6 the last time we had Wanderers, Charlie, so he can kick a goal.
He's capable. That's his job in the team. He'll cross the boundary at the 50-metre line, get onto the left boot. He's given it plenty. It's an old helicopter. It drifts across the face and to the far side through for a minor score. So Wanderers 1-2. Tiwi Bombers yet to score. Kieran?
Yeah, I'm interested to see where Matt Dustin, he's standing in front of me on the boundary line. Interested to see where he's from because he's looked pretty impressive these first couple of minutes.
Ball brought back into play. Donald Mungatobi between full-back and centre-half back. The Bombers in this first term, which is nearly 5 minutes old, defending the airport goal. Up they fly. Oh, they haven't seen Jared Erlinson get that high until he got into an aeroplane. So wonderful, wonderful mark. Jared Erlinson at centre-half forward, probably a kick and a half from goal.
And that man again, Jake Smart. Great kick in there, but Jared Erlinson, he flew high, didn't he, Charlie? But great mark by Jake Smart.
And Smart has the football, as I said. He kicked 6 goals the last time we saw Wanderers play. And Jake Smart just right of centre. He is a left footer. He just missed the last one. A bit of a helicopter, Charlie, near the airport end. Smart will kick this without any shadow of a doubt. He could throw it over.
And that's the kids of death play.
Out of bounds on the full.
That was a set play.
But as you missed by about as much as he did, actually. So the Tiwi Bombers to bring it in. No result from the kick from Smart. Deep in the back pocket, obviously, where the free kick has been paid for out of bounds on the full. Too many Wanderers players out there. Front position, Tiwi Bombers couldn't get it. Eagles go in to get it. Handball's not too good, just landed on the ground. Gave a chance for Dylan Brown to run through. And I reckon, was it Dylan Brown who got to it?
Yeah, you're quite right.
Picked it up and kicked the goal, just the youngster.
Yeah, it looked like a youngster, but great speed, and he attacked that ball and shot it through the goals. That's a great goal by the youngster. Just watching on the replay here, Jared Erlinson again has been very heavily involved in the play so far. But unfortunately, just got out the back of the Tiwi players. Joel Price got caught behind and easy goal by Wanderers. It's looking too easy at the moment. They're just a bit fumbly, Tiwi. They just can't get their foot on the ball onto the foot at the moment.
Back in the middle, Wilson and Martin it'll be. At least Martin's got both socks down. Wilson still with one up and one down. Tim Martin. They go. Wilson won it comfortably. Ball on the ground. The Bombers will get out. Bradley Palapurmini goes by hand to a teammate inside forward 50. Lovely kick. Just couldn't quite take the mark. Bombers inside forward 50. First serious sojourn forward. The Wanderers defence will have to see the ball out of bounds. I reckon it was out of bounds earlier, but the boundary umpires picked it up and the ball is out of bounds. Left half forward grandstand side, 60 metres from the Tiwi Bomber goal.
They look dangerous when they do go forward, Tiwi. They just need to get it down there a bit more often. Watch for Ross Tungatalum around this stoppage.
Yes, if that kick had hit a target, it landed just a little short. Here's the throw in at the 50 forward metre, 50 metre line for the Tiwi Bombers up forward. Wanderers with the clearing kick. Handball, and they can run it from defence. Here's the speedster. Simon Bates takes a charge through the middle. Couple of bounces, gets to the left boot, pumps it inside 50. It's a good kick. And a terrific mark at the back. Didn't give them a chance at all down there. That was Clement Keranua in front that just couldn't prevent the mark being taken. And the Eagles are going to have a shot from directly out in front.
Marlon Motlop just too strong there, used his body too well. Ex-AFL player, just too much experience there.
Directly out in front. He'll kick from probably 25, maybe just a little over. Eagles with 2-2 on the board. Tiwi Bombers yet to score. They've had a couple of pushes up forward, Tiwi Bombers, with no success. Here's the kick by Marlon Motlop. Struck it pretty well, kicks the goal.
Yeah, great goal by Marlon. Again, just used his body quite well as we watch on the replay here. That was a good... it was just good at the stoppage here, Wanderers, as one hand pass. And Simon Bates, he's usually 80 metre kick with the time he runs and kicks the ball. Just absolutely brilliant here. But just too strong in the marking contest here, Marlon Motlop.
Kieran?
Yeah, Matt Dustin, he's actually from Myrtleford, along with a few other players on Tiwi's list. Tom McDonough and Patrick Sullivan, who are playing today, are also from Myrtleford, as well as Lachlan Dale and Chad Martin, who are playing Div 1 tonight for, I believe, Tracy Village.
I think that's where Wayne Warden has that connection as well. So keep him here another season, Charlie, I reckon.
So it's Tiwi Myrtleford versus the Wanderers.
Wilson and Dustin, it is favours Wilson, but Dustin jumps over the top. Ball now on the ground, running hard after the football. David Cantilla, there's a famous name, but Cantilla is dispossessed. Ball out now, it's wondering Wanderers. Tristan Weatherall fits, he is dispossessed. Nook Mansell puts his backside in, comes out onto the left foot, inside forward 50. The Bomber defence got to work hard now, running after the football there. McDonough, he is almost dispossessed, but the forward defensive work of the Bombers, that's a free kick holding the man, and the Bombers will clear, and that'll go through Michael Dunn between fullback and centre half back.
And he plays on straight away. Dunn has a look upfield, kicks it out wide, finds a teammate. He's got an option in short if he wants to use it. He's not going to go there. That was where Gary Purantatamiri was. He got to him in the end, and now he goes into the corridor with the kick too. Good punch at the back, knocked the ball clear.
Here they
Tiwi
go.
Bombers on the run forward here. Here's Jerome Tipperman Tamiri, gets it inside 50. Didn't find the target though. Good clean-up work, Daniel Wheatra. They've turned it over. Here's a chance for Freddie Purantatamiri. Gets onto the boot, kicks it goal, misses out to the near side. Comes up with a minor score.
Again, the delivery into the forward 50 there. Austin Wanamiri was clear, and it was just the kicking skills that let them down.
Wanderers to bring the ball back in. Wanderers defending the Michael Long learning centre goal. Don't see that too often. Thomas Motlop bangs it outside defensive 50. Wonderful kick. Mark, and they're away. Erlinson, that's Jared Erlinson. One bounce, running on the scoreboard wing. Two bounces. Gets to 50. Will he bang it in? No, he won't. He looks for the short pass. Marlon Motlop has done everything right. Motlop's strength once again. Can't break the tackle. The Bombers, will they clear? Looks like they will. Tiwi Bombers run the ball out of defence. Bradley Pelapomini, clever play Pelapomini, and the Bombers finish up at centre half forward with Austin Wanamiri.
Here's Austin Wanamiri, puts the ears back, gave the handball off instead, running, shot for goal, looks okay, off the right boot, kicked it straight through the middle there, going forward there, might have been Freddie Purantatamiri.
Freddie Purantatamiri, and just the speed, Charlie, and a great hand pass in the middle by the Tiwi Bombers. Not sure who that player is, we'll just watch on the replay here. Took on the players, and this is where Tiwi just need to run and carry the ball. Great hand pass there. Just broke open the play.
Bradley Pelapomini was, yep.
And it's just still the kicking skills here, but Austin Wanamiri had a
good goal. Kieran?
Yeah, just looking at the wind, it's favouring the Wanderers end. Last couple of weeks haven't been any wind at all, so it's a welcome relief, especially in the heat today.
Dustin versus Wilson. Dustin got high, tapped it nicely down too. Clever little tap. They win the ball out of the middle. Tiwi Bomb down towards Austin Wanamiri at the back. Read it beautifully. Let it hit him on the chest. Ample chest it is and all. Felt it down and took a strong mark.
And that's AFL experience again. These players just use their body so well. And Daniel Wheatra is not easy to outmark using your body strength.
So Aussie Wanamiri tosses the ball, as he does often in the air. Has a look at his outside 50. We're directly behind him. Can they kick a couple of unanswered goals? They do need it. No better man to have a shot than this man. Melbourne Demons player formerly onto the right boot. Starts it out to the left.
Oh.
Just didn't come back. Hit the upright. And the result's a minor score.
They really needed that goal, Charlie. Would have been back-to-back goals and would have got their confidence very high. Butters?
Quick play the ball. Wanderers to bring the ball back in. No option, so goes long outside defensive 50. Looking out there for David Cruz. It's his I reckon it's his first game for the season for the Eagles. Cruz over the football. His opponent under the football. Give it to me, said the field umpire. So it was a nice long kick. Cleared. Right half forward, Tiwi Bombers. They are in attack. They are trailing 1-2-8. Wanderers 3-2-20. And we've hit the 12-minute mark of the first term.
Did Cruz miss out on the grand final once? No,
yes.
didn't.
Yep.
Was cut late. Ball forced towards the boundary line and over and out of play. 3-2-1-1. Footy from TIO Stadium in Darwin. It's Wanderers versus the Tiwi Bombers. It's round 10. We've gone past the halfway mark. That was last week when it was round 9. It's an 18-round season. Wanderers in third position. Tiwi Bombers sitting right at the bottom. And Wanderers with some clear play now. That's Erlinson kick to the middle. It's a bouncing ball. Down came Holmer towards it. He didn't get it. Left it behind. Running forward here is Dylan Brown. Kicked a goal a short time ago. Held it too long. Turnover into the hands of Sullivan. Out to the right he goes. Good long kick. Good vision too. Finds a teammate out there who can go forward. That's Tim Martin. Up towards half forward. Bouncing ball. Gets it out there in front of Bradley Palapamini. Brought it back in play. Linked it up with David Cantilla. The famous name. Onto the right boot he goes. Kicks it in towards the half-forward line. Eagles there with the fist. Knock it in the direction of Mitchell Taylor.
I love Mitchell Taylor. I can pick him up. Mitchell Taylor is dispossessed, running hard after the football that time. Curtis Tipalura, he's dispossessed, but the Bombers still have the footy. 2-on-1. Ross Tungatella. I like him on a 2-on-1. Sells the dummy, runs into an open goal. The Bombers, well done.
Dion Munkara, that is his goal, Butters. Brilliant entry into the forward 50, and Ross Tungatala just too easy. He has magic, that guy. He just kept the ball on a string. Here we go, Dion Munkara just on the replay here. Brilliant kick. He looked up instead of blazing away. He's seen that there was 2-on-1 here, but look at this. Just has the ball on a string, shows Daniel Wheater the ball, and easy goal. Good goal by Tiwi.
Oh, he's a star act, isn't he? He really is.
Excitement machine. That's what people come to watch footy, Charlie. He is absolutely brilliant.
So the Tiwi Bombers claw their way back into the contest. 3-2 the Eagles, 2-2 the Tiwi Bombers. Umpire to ball this up in the centre. It's going to be Tim Martin to do the ruck work. And neither of the ruckmen got to it. Wanderers won it out of the middle. Slick little handball came out from Marlon Motlop. They can run forward now, kick inside 50, jumping back with it. Holmer. Going with the flight of the ball, takes a strong mark out on the boundary line. Long way out from goal, Jackson Holmer, and then caresses into the 50, the corridor area. Left it on the ground. Good clean-up work of the Tiwi Bombers. Tim Martin doing it. Done on the charge, didn't get it. Whistle goes, free kick played out of it. It's going to be a Wanderers free kick. No, they've played advantage, so the Tiwi Bombers can get out of trouble.
They certainly will. Palapalmini's lifted his game, goes to centre half forward, but big Mitchell Taylor takes the mark between centre half back to centre of the ground. Flares wide, grandstand side, looking for Cruz. Cruz has the footy. What's on offer? The lead up there, but the big man in front of the pack there, and that was a lovely mark there. Tim Martin holds them up. Martin will favour the scoreboard side. Player wide, one way, then the other, left foot inside, looking, but banged off the boot. Clever work, good teamwork, and Drogamulla has it. He's a big man, goes by hand. I reckon that should be deliberate. No, it's not. Ball out of bounds under the scoreboard. 2-2-14 the Tiwi Bombers, 3-2-20 Wanderers. 15 and a half minutes into the first term.
Throw in on that far side of the ground, Josh Wilson. He'll jump here against Tim Martin. Martinez front position, left-handed tap was pretty good, put it on the ground, gave a chance for Bradley Palapamini, goes over the top with the handball. He's had a bit of it, Palapamini. Now the Tiwi Bombers can bring it inside 50. Austin Wanamiri, front position, he's going to get the free kick. They interfered with him. He's got it outside 50. He's a long way out. He can't kick it that far. He used to be able to. He went along the boundary line short. Handball across straight into the hands of Gary Purantatameri. One way and then the other. Smothering effort was terrific. Wanderers back there into defence. The kick off the ground might have went out of bounds on the full. No, it didn't. Out of play for a throw-in, or was there a free kick paid out of this? No, it's a boundary line throw-in.
Yeah, great smother by the Wanderers defender there. Wasn't quite sure who that was, but Tiwi look exciting when they get the ball down the 50.
Certainly do. Wilson for Wanderers. His direct opponent will be Curtis Tipalura. Wilson gets the ball out with his left hand. Ball in dispute. Daniel Wheatra over the football. No, that was Thomas Motlop. And give it to me again, said the field umpire. So we'll have it all over again. Curtis Tipalura up against big Josh Wilson. Bit of a mismatch. It's in the forward line. The Tiwi Bomber ruckman holding back. Tipalura over the top, knocks it to his team's advantage. Kicked off the ground, and unfortunately, well done to the Bombers. They worked that well, set play, and it's a minor score.
Yeah, unfortunately, it wasn't the goal they wanted, but great play by the Tiwi.
Ellenson to bring the ball in, goes short, and now the Eagles can run from defence. They're going to have to kick to a 50-50 upfield. In front position there, dropping the mark, was Kevin Thompson. His recovery was terrific, used it pretty well. They've got some runners now, the Eagles coming off half-back, up towards the wing. Handball over the top was cleverly done by them, but didn't work too well from them. Now they have it, out on the wing. They can have a bit of a bounce here. Here's Wayne Raymond. They got to him. His kick was poor, up towards 50. Handball over the top. Tiwi Bombers come hard at it. That William Virgil Puruntada Mary. And they can go to the centre of the ground where the Eagles cut it off. Bates gets in the way.
That was a poor kick by Tiwi.
Bates is in the way. Bates with his on the forward goes in the forward direction of the big man Holmer. Holmer can't take the mark. Ball on the ground in dispute. Running hard. Aaron Motlop. Aaron Motlop picks up a teammate, and that man in the goal square, Justin Smart. He will kick this one, surely.
Not the kiss of death this time, Butters. I reckon you're right with this, but very good target up forward. Not much of him, and he just goes back and slots it through.
Thank you very much, Justin Smart. He didn't let me down that time. Wanderers lead 4-2-26. Tiwi Bombers 2-3-15, and there's a player on the field, number 27. If you're down there, Kieran, if you can find out for Wanderers, number 27, might be Braden McLean.
Yeah, and just Wanderers were lucky to get that goal. I thought that Wayne Raymond probably had a bounce too many and tried to take on the players and nearly let his team down, but ended up getting the ball turned up. Just Tiwi's kicking is just letting him down at the moment. If they can hit a target, watch out.
Sometimes they try to play faster than they're capable of. You know, you need to change that gear back, don't you? So Matt Dustin to do the ruck work again. He'll jump against Wilson. Good battle between these two big men. Going in there for the Eagles, Adam Tipperwoody. That's the direction they'll want to go. They go to him now, and he kicked it off the ground. Well, got an airy, got it upfield, but Tiwi Bombers in the way, not able to take the mark down there. Donald Mungatopi comes across half-back, searching, kick into the corridor. Oh, good strong mark taken there. Umpire's going to pay it, has a bit of a think about it, and then says, yes, I'll pay that. And the free kick, the mark paid to Keranua. So Clement Keranua has a player running around him, uses the handball. Tiwi Bombers bring it out towards the wing. Good kick, good mark. They're looking a little better here. Some composure.
Nice.
Dion Munkara's kick is really good to Ross Tungatullum at 50. Spears it back inside the 50. Ball lands on the ground. And Wanderers trying to get it out of there.
They can't. Picked up by Austin Wanamiri on the non-preferred left. Up and under Mitchell Taylor. Knocks the ball to his team's advantage. And they will clear because Aaron Motlop at centre half-back for the Eagles will favour the grandstand side. He's knocked after he kicked the football. And there's that man. Not quite sure who that is, but Aaron Motlop will take the free kick.
Kurt Dunn there. No need to give the big shove in the back there. They weren't winning the ball there, Wanderers, so just a silly free kick to give away.
Aaron Motlop could have gone short, he didn't, and Ross Tungatullum reads it best and cuts it off forward of the wing. He's got a runner going past, ignored that. That was Joel Price. He's onto the right boot. He goes towards the pocket. Good kick, front position. The Tiwi Bombers couldn't get it. Handball comes out towards Thomas Motlop doing some of the good work back there. Little kick comes out towards Nook Mansell. They got him. Ross Tungle had him high. Tungatullum had him high. And Nook Mansell gets the free kick.
Lucky there for the Nook Mansell. Nearly a turnover.
Right half back, Nook Mansell, left footer, working to get the ball out of defence. Mitchell Taylor offers. He does a poor kick by Mansell. Taylor grabs his opponent, Dustin, and the Bombers are in here. That man there, Freddie Puruntaramiri, should have gone two hands. Ball comes out, and it'll be a free kick. And the free kick will go to Freddie Puruntaramiri, probably on his distance. Doesn't matter, goes short to a lead, and the lead is let down badly. It's just not running hard enough at the football, Natasha. Big Dukes has the football. He is dispossessed, running into the football, and he kicks a goal, and the goal that time, Kurt Dunn, I reckon.
Yeah,
Kurt Dunn.
Very lucky there. The Tiwi had won the free kick and he decided to play on, so luckily he got that goal. But great goal by Tiwi. Just the pressure that their midfielder putting on the Wanderers defenders. A great goal by Tiwi.
And we've seen that this is a bit of a what we've seen over the last few weeks, Tiwi Bombers matching teams earlier on, and then they have those horror quarters where they drop away. Let's hope we don't see that here today, but they're well within striking distance. In fact, they've got their noses in front now. 3-1. No, they don't, because that scoreboard is wrong up there, because Wanderers have kicked four goals, haven't they?
Yeah, yep.
4-2 to 3-3.
We've got it right on the TV here.
Yes, 4-2 to 3-3.
We've had a few weeks where this is they've just changed the score now. They were listening to us, Charlie.
They get a little slow up there. Here's the ball up in the middle, and some good work done there by Josh Wilson. Got the tap down on the way down. Got it out through Adam Tippenwoody. Little kick forward. Here goes David Cruz out towards the wing. Eagles controlling the play now. Bring it up towards the 50-metre line. Strong mark taken there by Marlon Motlop.
Marlon Motlop's been very, very good. Too far out to score. Sells the dummy, runs around, gets the handball to Mansell. Mansell up and under. Down there is the big man. Can't take the mark. That was Holmer. Good defensive work, but the ball is clear and running into an open goal. Kicks with his right boot, and it was Simon Bates.
Second goal, Simon Bates. And he's becoming a pocket rocket out there for Wanderers. He's a noted goal kicker, but just his speed, he's getting at the back of the packs here. But good mark there by, spillage by Brenton Motlop. Managed to get the ball out, and Simon Bates was just roving around
and
the pack.
With his right boot, Natasha. That's what threw me. Normally we
That's
just
only
see him on the
because
left.
he was 2 metres out, Butters. I can kick with my left from 2 metres out too.
I can kick with both feet, but it's difficult when I'm off the ground. Hey, last week we saw Henry Lavastida, not known as a goal kicker, do it for Saints in the first quarter. Simon Bates doing exactly the same here, just being a real pain up in the forward line for the opposition. Good smack out of the middle was done well there by Tim Martin. Wanderers win it through Erlinson. Short kick over the top. Bouncing ball for the Eagles to run on. This is Raymond. Gets onto the right boot. Kicks it high up towards the forward line. Brenton Motlop, good position. Knocked away from him towards the boundary line by Dussin. And over the boundary line for a boundary line throw in. In fact, that was Patrick Sullivan down there. Found the boundary line with that fist. So quarter time here. And the Eagles are in front. 5-2 leading the Tiwi Bombers 3-3. Here's Natasha Medley.
Yeah, great first quarter contest by Wanderers. They go in 2 goals leading advantage, but for Tiwi, I thought that Freddie Punatana-Mary looks damaging. So does Tim Martin and Matthew Dussin in the ruck, where Jared Erlinson, Simon Bates and Marlon Motlop are very key players out there for Wanderers.
So at quarter time, it's the Eagles by 11 points. Wanderers 5-2 leading the Tiwi Bombers 3-3. Good quarter of footy. Tash didn't mind it at all.
Very exciting, that quarter. And Tiwi, once they get the running play, and if they can just hit those targets in the 50, I think we're in for a closer game than what we thought, Butters.
Yeah, goal kickers in that first term. Ross Tungatallum.
City Darwin for your chance to play Festive 50. Be playing a gaming machine at draw time for your chance to spin the jackpot cash wheel. $50,000 cash could be won. Draws start from 7 p.m. every Friday and Saturday and from 2 p.m. on Sundays and continue until a cash jackpot has been won. Join us at Sky City Darwin for your chance to win a Festive 50.
Time to escape, 'cause I'm in need of warmer weather. Sail upon the stream to find there's someplace better. And I'm going far and wide. Ooh.
Great Northern Brewing Co., the beer from up here.
Have you ever been to the Tiwi Islands? Now's your chance to see a great game of footy on Tiwi soil. Sea-Link ferry services run for NTFL, Island of Origin and the Tiwi Grand Final. Book online now at sealinknt.com.au.
Just another beautiful day in the Territory, Al.
Doesn't get any better.
Yeah.
You guys catch anything yet?
Nah, nothing yet, but we're feeling lucky.
See you later.
Road tyres.
Yeah, soft sand.
And a 7 metre tide.
Oh.
What could possibly go wrong?
plenty.
Local knowledge is important. Talk to us about TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance. Call us today on 131 TIO. TIO, we're for Territorians.
He's one of the assistant coaches, but he spent right from that break until just now when he's actually walked up now and started to talk to Austin Wanamiri. His name's been mentioned as one of the potential coaches to take on this team at some point.
Yeah.
Not suggesting this year, but maybe next year. But certainly he has the experience, premiership player with Waratahs, I think more than once actually.
And they're just looking very tight-knit down there. Ross Tungatalam's talking to him. Dion Mankara. It's just good to see. And Kieran's down close to the pack at the moment.
Yeah, I just spoke to Shane just quickly, and he said he actually is looking to try and come back. That's why he's doing the running. He reckons he's got about 6 or 7 more weeks of rehab, but he wants to get back out on the field playing for Tiwi Bombers again.
Oh, wonderful news.
That's great news for them. And if they can get class back onto the field and base their team around some of these players, Matthew Dussin, Tim Martin have been absolutely brilliant. Joel Price as well. You know, they can be a force again, Charlie.
Yeah. Wayne Warden now addressing his team. We can see this, and we're concentrating on it because it's directly down in front of us, stone's throw from where we are. But he has the attention of all the players, so he's got that respect, which is an important thing to have. He's still talking to them. We can see Wanderers over to the other side of the ground, down on the edge of the square. Dean Rioli talking to his charges down there. And just a score check here. Then Wanderers 5-2, Tiwi Bombers 3-3, 11 points the margin. Now they bring it in together, the Tiwi Bombers. So all of this looks okay, doesn't it?
And I must mention as well, they call that Wanderers, call them the Water Angels. And it's the 3 ladies that are always running water for them week in, week out. One's Desley Motlop, one's Rachel Rougeau, and the other one is Terry Cabillo, whose daughter is part of the Australian basketball under-19 team that's playing over in Fiji, Abby.
So how do you get to be, can you nominate to be a water angel?
No, you basically have to wait for one of these girls to retire. And,
That's it.
It's a bit like the players at the moment. And sometimes it's really hard to get that help around the club. But they call in the Water Angels. And I was talking to some of the guys yesterday at the wake, and they were saying about the Water Angels. And when I spoke to the Water Angels, they were saying they love running water for the Wanderers team. It's always thank you. Yes. Every time they give the the water bottles. So it doesn't matter how hot and how hard it is or how frustrated they are, they always appreciate the water.
Hey Charlie, you mentioned Kevin Baxter, and I know he certainly has played a premiership for Waratah, maybe 2, I don't know. But Matt Cunningham, of course, with the NT News, was the one that missed out. Yes. With either he or Kevin Baxter, who played, and Bill Martin was coach of Waratah at the time.
I think Kevin was coming back from suspension as well to actually take the spot.
But it's wonderful to see him.
We were in Canberra a couple of weeks ago, and Kevin was with me, and we met Matt Cunningham, and they had a good chat about how that all happened. Matt said it took him about 10 minutes to forgive him. Let's go down to Kieran.
Yeah, I got Wayne with me. Wayne, you must be pretty happy with that quarter, especially considering how hard it was in the first quarter last week against Palmerston. You're still very much in this game. Yeah, well, it's a big emphasis this week on getting a better start, and that was a lot better. We still were a little bit slow early, but we got on top of things fairly quickly, and I'm really happy with the way we finished that quarter, and just got to continue it on now. You have a lot of players from Myrtlefoot in your team. Is there any sort of official partnership there, or is it just a case of one guy came up and he sort of persuaded his mates to come up with him? I got
got hold of those blokes through a mate of mine down there, and it just happened that way that I would like to get a partnership with them and a couple other clubs that we have got players up here playing with us, which we'll be working on that on the off season to send them a few of our players down to give them some magic.
All right, best of luck, Wayne.
Thanks, mate.
Wow.
Wayne Morden there talking about
Tells it as it is. Wilson for Wanderers, Martin for the Tiwi Bombers. Wilson gets a fingernail of the football down in the direction of Erlandson. Erlandson is bashed into the turf. What will the field umpire do? He will say, give it to me. And Mark Noonan has the football. He'll toss it just outside the bullseye. At the time it was the man in front was Tom McDonough. He had it. Ball comes out wide. Wanderers running after it. Kevin Thompson, has he got the pace? Dion Munkara, we know he's got the pace. Munkara, if he gets it away, tries a handball, mucks it up, cleans up his own mess, gets it out Wanamiri. Wanamiri has a bounce, lumbers forward, inside forward 50. Austin Wanamiri sets sail and nails it.
Oh, and he had to go back and crack that goal when he took on the play and ran to 50 metres and had a crack at that. What a goal by Tiwi to start the second quarter.
And he was daring and inviting Mitchell Taylor to come at him, and he left it all too late. Let him get too far inside 50, and he kicked the goal, didn't he?
But he needed to go back and kick that. He did look like he was going to pass it, and he had some forward leaders out there trying to make space, but here he just went back and thought, no, I'm going to take this responsibility, and great goal by Tiwi.
Good goal to Austin Wanamiri. Handy goal for the Tiwi Bombers. They've got 4 goals now, 4-3 to 5-2. Tap out of the middle was pretty well done by Martin. Went to ground, no one there to pick it up. Eagles come in through Adam Tippenwoody, nowhere for him to go. He's shut down as well. So 4-3 to 5-2. Wanderers in front. They led by 11. Margin being cut back to 5 after that goal. High tackle there by Erlandson, won the footy and might have given away a free kick. Did he? No. It was paid advantage, and the kick forward there off the boot of Adam Tippenwoody. And the mark's taken down in the forward line there by Brenton Motlop, directly out in front.
Not a noted goal kicker, Charlie. He's usually a defender.
He will not kick this goal.
He's got that heavily bandaged left knee, hasn't he? A couple of layers of it. Couple of rolls of it. He's going to kick from just inside 50. He's backing himself. He's feeling confident, Tash. He's going to prove you wrong. He gets onto the left boot. He bangs away. He kicks long, and he kicks the goal.
Have I got 2 out of 2?
You've got 2 out of 2, Butters. Great goal by Brenton Motlop. Welcome back to Premier League, Brenton. And heavily left foot knee, I believe they're bandaged by Brenton, and that's what he's coming back from. I think it was an ACL injury. And unfortunately, his brother JJ Motlop, who we love running around there for Wanderers, has done his ACL as well and is waiting to get that operated on.
The chalky bone Motlops, it's really a problem. Is it Adam Tippenwoody? He's certainly playing well for Wanderers, and a former Tiwi Bomber. Ball back in the middle. Big man, Tim Martin for the Bombers. Josh Wilson's done everything. 1 sock up, 1 sock down.
So just a replay there, and Brenton's gone back and drilled that goal.
Ball in the middle, bounce down, up they go. I reckon Martin once again. No, Wilson that time gets it in the direction of Marlon Motlop. He's hung on to, and Motlop will get the free kick. Ball tossed away. They're not sure what happened.
That could have been 50. That could have been 50. Very lucky.
Just backward to the centre. Marlon Motlop will favour the grandstand side. No, he won't. Gets the hurry up. Ball in the middle. Drogamulla in the middle of the ground. Takes the mark. Gets back to. It's AFL. He goes inside forward 50. The defence of the Tiwi Bombers. They've got to hurry up down there. 2-on-1. Well done over the top. Adam Tippenwoody runs onto the football. The former Bomber kicks on goal and nails it.
Great goal by Adam Tippenwoody there. Wouldn't Tiwi love to have him running around out there with a Tiwi jumper? But he's been exciting for Wanderers the last couple of times that we've called their games. And great goal. Just go back here and watch this easy goal by Tippenwoody. And he unfortunately, that was Tim Martin. Just couldn't get the clear and kick away, and the ball come crashing back in. But Tippenwoody was the one that spoilt the ball and followed up with his crumbing play and went back inside, and easy goal.
Yeah, that second effort was good, wasn't it, from him?
Kieran?
Yeah, apparently NT Thunder are very interested in Adam Tippenwoody at the moment, and I would be too. He's in fantastic form the last few weeks.
He is.
So he's playing across the half-forward line. He runs into the middle when Wanderers win the tap to make that extra player in there. There he goes now. He's running into the middle, but Tim Martin wins the tap down. Ross Tungatulum on the search was a half a metre behind, so he didn't get it. The kick forward marked up there by Aaron Motlop, a long way out from goal. Takes him on with the handball, does pretty well, gave it off to Simon Bates. He's got 2 Simon Bates. He goes for goal. He goes long, but the mark taken right on the last line of defence. Good defensive work back there for the Tiwi Bombers.
William Virgil Puruntuta Mary's got a couple. They've mucked it up. Wanderers are in. Picked up Aaron Motlop. Welcome back. Motlop nails another one. It's 8 for Wanderers, and they lead comfortably 5 minutes into the second term.
Aaron Motlop started the centre square. When the ball went, I'll just go back here and watch the replay here, but Aaron Motlop was on his own for about about 30 seconds, 40 seconds as the ball goes back in. It's just dropped here by Tiwi defender, and easy goal by Aaron Motlop. But just going back, when the ball was thrown up, there was no defender on Aaron Motlop that actually done an interchange, and Donald Mungatopi was screaming to try and get out there to him, and just not the way to start the quarter.
So Wanderers responded to the goal that was kicked by Austin Wanamiri with 3 goals. Brendan Motlop got 1, Adam Tippenwoody 1, and Aaron Motlop 1. And they've taken a handy lead now, 8-2 to 4-3. Tiwi Bombers need the next goal, absolutely need the next goal. Brendan Motlop in the middle, couldn't quite pick it up, knocked it out in front of himself. Ball left on the ground. Good clean up there, Erlinson. They get to him, put him to ground. Kick off the ground by Erlinson was good. Inside 50. Brenton Motlop with the kick around the corner, down towards the goal line. Back went Adam Tippenwoody, couldn't get it. Tiwi Bombers done under pressure. This time Adam Tippenwoody onto it again. Gets another goal.
No, there's a free kick. Brenton Motlop was holding on to Michael Dunn in a back play there, and the umpires picked it up, and there's a free kick to Michael Dunn.
The dashing Michael Dunn kicks the ball outside defensive 50, looking over for Dion Munkara, another dasher. Inside, he's got to come inside. There's a player offers the lead there, and that is Patrick Sullivan, and he honours the offer. Sullivan will go inside again to Michael Dunn. Dunn takes it. They're up to the middle of the ground. Dunn will switch across the face of goal. Haven't seen much of Ross Tungatalam. Cruz knocks him forward, and Tungatalam takes the free
That's
kick.
a professional free kick, wasn't it?
He was so clever, Tungatalam.
Too far out to score, slightly favouring grandstand side. Got the wind behind him going to the airport end.
Sorry, Butters, they're telling him to have a crack at it, so they reckon that he's got the distance in his legs here.
Oh, he's going to have to kick from 55. Crosses the square, 55 metres out, sets sail, gets it up into the jet stream, doesn't quite make the distance. Ball on the ground, Mitchell Taylor didn't take it. It's Braden McLean, gets the ball out by hand in the Mitchell Taylor direction. Tiwi Bombers, they're in here, ducked into the free kick, running around, and he's dispossessed, kicked off the ground. The Bombers are away, and it's a goal. Lovely goal. I reckon Freddie Puruntuta got that.
Yeah, he did. I reckon he's got his boot to it. Well, we'll mark that one down for him. But how clever was that? He knew the player was red hot on him, so he just soccer skills. And how many goals have we seen through soccer skills?
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Here we go. And great play by Tiwi to keep the ball alive, Charlie.
Curtis Tipalura did well.
So watch this, you'll see this on the replays. Like, he just gave it a little leg glance in cricket, if you like, just a little flick as it went past. Here's the kick that actually comes in from Tipalura. And he's going to put it right towards the goal. No, he didn't.
That's a hand pass, yet.
It came instead from Gary Puruntuta. Here it is.
No, it looks like he just let it go.
We need Snicko for that.
Yeah.
We need to see if he got
I reckon that's a Gary Puruntuta goal.
Give it to Gary Puruntuta. I reckon you're right, Charlie. So we'll take it off Freddie.
Sorry, Freddie. Meanwhile, out of the middle they come, and Dunn takes a terrific mark across half-back. Gee, I like this player. He's just a beauty, isn't he? Wins it at half-back. He's got the dash. Handball wasn't good. Turned it straight over. Kevin Thompson onto it. Thompson's kick forward. Good spoil at the back. Knocked the ball to ground. Didn't give a chance there for Holmer. Ball left on the ground. Pack gets around it. Brenton Motlop works hard. Holmer went in there again. Picked up this time by the busy Kevin Thompson. Turned it over. Tiwi Bombers with a kick out towards the wing, parked underneath it, not able to take the mark. David Cantilla was smashed away from him and over and out of play.
Braden McLean was. Ball to be tossed in by the boundary umpire between wing and half forward. Grandstand side. Wanderers in attack. They lead 50 to 33, 17 points. Boundary umpire, if she was in any further, she'd be over the other side of the ground. Tossed in by the boundary umpire. Wilson in front, nowhere to go. Picked up that time by the Bombers, Kurt Dunn. Dunn, who was a goal kicker, running hard after the football. Courageous work there, that time by Kenny Puruntuta. Kenny Puruntuta deserves a goal. One way, dragged off the football, but he's lost the ball, lost possession, and Tristan, whether all fits, clears for Wanderers.
Joel Cabillo now with the kick. Further upfield he goes, and he finds Jared Erlandson, the skipper outside 50. Loads up, loads long to the goal square. Bang! Climb down in the goal square. Ball landed on the ground. I reckon it was Smart that got down there, wasn't it? Kicked the goal.
Yeah, I reckon it was Smart that got that goal, but how fly did Adam Tipperwoody get up there, Charlie? And he's just so exciting when the ball's down the forward line for Wanderers.
Have a look at this for the climb here. Here's Erlandson, and he'll pump this right down into the goal, into the forward line.
Here we go.
Wow, up high.
Might be Dylan Brown.
Yeah, it was Dylan Brown. We gave it to Adam Tipperwoody there, but Dylan Brown, and he's been very exciting, hasn't he, Butters?
15-year-old Dylan Brown.
Smart kicked the goal. 9-2 to 5-3.
Wilson and Martin. No, it's not. It's Wilson and Dussin. The one sock up, one sock down pair. Knocked down by Wilson. Ball in dispute. Dussin runs hard at the football by G's, a big man. Well done to him. If they can clear here, Michael Dunn, one of your favourites, Charlie, goes by hand. The Bombers will clear from centre half back to bouncing football up to centre half forward. No one at home.
Go, Freddie.
The man, Freddie Purantata Marys, he got the pace. He didn't quite run hard at the football. Big Josh Dukes has it. Josh Dukes once again. It's Thomas Motlop. Gets it out to McLean. McLean dabs one forward and a nice mark taken by Bates.
Simon Bates, couple of goals against his name. Whistle's gone. What's happened?
50's probably saved. 50.
Went off the
mark.
mark.
To come back. So
yeah.
Bates is going to get the advantage of 50. And being pulled back is
Well, he's a bit
Price.
fortunate because he kicked it out of bounds.
Out of bounds, he did.
Yeah.
So now he's up on the edge of the square, the forward square. He's going to look out to his left and link it up through Marlon Motlop, who got in space all by himself. And almost to 50, loads up and kicks to the pocket. It's a good kick. It drifts. Hands at the foot, he knocked it towards the boundary line. Hard running out of defence. Karanua, he just says, catch me if you can.
And he can't.
Off he goes. The only one who had a chance was Dylan Brown, and even he couldn't get him in.
He could not ball now up in the wing. The Tiwi Bombers doing what they well. Ross Tungatallum inside forward 50, looking forward. Can't take the mark. Wanamiri took one earlier, and the ball will be cleared nicely. That time of the clearance by Daniel Wheatra. Hasn't done much, Wheatra. Gets it out to his mate Mitchell Taylor, and Taylor will clear on the wing.
Just cruises out of defence, Taylor, looking full of class. Not taking the mark down there, Dylan Brown. Tiwi Bombers win it instead. Bring it up towards the wing and then kick it out of bounds. Not on the full, I don't think. Or is it? No, the umpires are pointing both ways here. Can't quite work out what's going on. It's going to go right back, so it must have been out of bounds up there. So it's going to be a Tiwi Bombers kick backward of the wing.
Grandstand side. Bombers trailing 56 to 33. So Wanderers leading by 23 points inside. Short kick. Player forward's got to be a good one. Was a good one. Bombers backward of the centre. Scoreboard wing. On offer was Kieran, mark at centre half back. Not much happening. They're just setting up, Natasha.
Yeah, there's no one moving up forward for them, and this is where they've just done a turnover now.
And they've mucked it up, and Braden McLean will clear for Wanderers. Goes to left half forward in the Brenton Motlop direction. Motlop couldn't take the mark. Hard on him was Patrick Sullivan. So good defensive work, Sullivan. As Motlop is a big man and sometimes an immovable object. That time he wasn't.
So where are these rucks? They'd want to get there in a hurry because these are shallow throw-ins. Oh, that one's not too bad. That's a pretty good one. They've got underneath it. And they did get the tap down the ruckman. High tackles didn't look very good from Joel Price. He's given away a free kick. It was rather crude. Wanderers win the free kick. It's in the hands here of Braden McLean. Go on the right boot, set it up towards the top of the goal square. It's a good kick. Plenty of Tiwi defenders back there. They knock it out towards the boundary line, only to give it off to the running player there in Simon Bates. Thank you very much. He's got 3.
Simon Bates, 3 goals. Who would have thought that before half-time? He might be able to match Henry Labastida's goal effort last week, but Tiwi just didn't have any run-up forward, Butters, and that's where it's breaking down. So Braden McLean was able to intercept the ball and kick it down forward for Wanderers, and Tiwi are looking flat at the moment, and half-time can't come quick enough, but we still have at least another 6 minutes until half-time.
Yeah, very perceptive, Natasha, because I was just going to say the same thing. They do look flat at the moment, and it's a bit muddy waters for the Tiwi Bombers at this stage. Wilson doing well in the middle. He's up against Matthew Dussin. The Bombers need a lift. They need a Ross Tungatallum. They need a Dion Munkara. They need a Michael Dunn. Someone do something, for goodness sake. Wilson got a hand to it. Marlon Motlop gets the ball out to Raymond. Raymond smashes it inside forward 50. Up they fly. Couldn't quite take the mark. At time to Tippen Woody, but the clearance by the Bombers. Out they go a little bit wide. What's on offer now? Here it is. Mungatopi offers something, but he ignores him. He'll take the run. Gets the ball out by hand. Goes to Price. Price on the left. Out to Dion Munkara. One of the players got a lift. Munkara waited for the football, and David Cruz just dispossessed him.
Deliberate.
Will he give a free kick away? He will, and it'll be Dion Munkara.
Run him down, didn't he? Dion Munkara did it pretty well. Come along the boundary line now. This is Price's kick up forward. Mark taken out there by Apatimi. So Kieran Apatimi brings it into the pocket. Kick not good enough. Left behind. It's going to give the chance here for Wanderers to clear. Off the boot of Drogamala. Use the handball instead. Handball again. Out wide here to Aaron Motlop from half back. Sets it up towards the wing. Bouncing ball made it very difficult for his teammate out there, and a little bit of holding on of Joel Cabillo. Umpire says it's all okay, they can play on. Kevin Thompson comes off the wing, takes a bounce, gave it off to Adam Tippenwoody, goes backwards with the handball, searching for his teammate there in Raymond. Raymond's little short kick up towards 50 was poor, turned it over. Tiwi Bombers can clear to Ross Tungatallum.
It was a shocker, Tungatallum. We've got 50 metres.
Yeah, and just in back play, Michael Dunn has not moved since the play over in the far corner on the scoreboard wing. Hopefully it's just cramped, but it looks like it might be an ankle injury. And another pickup is that their last forward entry, Ozzy Wanamiri actually come off the bench. They had no full forward there, Charlie, and you don't interchange then.
Tungatallum spins in, and what a mark. What an absolute cracker. We saw Steve Smith, the Australian cricket captain, take a couple, but he was flying. That time it was a diving mark.
I think that is Gary Punatunameri, who actually swapped with Ozzy Wanamiri.
Gary Purantatameri has a goal in this quarter. Will kick on goal. Got the breeze behind him. Man on the mark, 35 metres out. Airport end. Purantatameri kicks. Oh, and misses poorly, Charlie. Really should have nailed that. The Bombers 5-4-34, trailing Wanderers 10-2-62, 17 minutes into the second term.
And Charlie, Michael Dunn's being carried from the field here. This isn't good news for Tiwi.
That's bad news.
We got the old-fashioned kick out.
Yes, the huddle, the big huddle up at centre half back. And so Wanderers say, well, we won't kick it there. We'll just kick it to ourselves. Daniel Weetra's kick. It was a poor one. Turned it straight over. Great mark taken there by Price. Onto the left boot he goes. Brings it inside 50. It was okay. Found a teammate. Freddie took the mark. Freddie Purantatameri. He's had a couple of goes. One we took off him.
Yeah, he looks exciting when he's up in the forward line, Freddie.
Needs a haircut.
Hasn't got a lot of it, but can he kick? He gets close to the man on the mark. He loads it up. It's okay to the line. Right on the line. It's touched.
Charlie,
good
he
effort
just got
back
too
there,
close
Josh
to the
Wilson.
man on the mark, didn't he? And had the elevation. So Wanderers will bring the ball back in, but they're not allowed to do it so quickly. Wait until I get ready, said the field umpire.
Kieran?
Yeah, Michael Dunn, he was getting carried off to begin with. He ended up walking off of his own volition, even jogging a little bit, so that's good news for Tiwi.
That's great news.
It is good news. Mitchell Taylor will do it all again.
It's one of my favourite players, Michael Dunn, just for his size and the skill level and what he does. He's not scared to crash the pack.
He's a courageous young man. Mitchell Taylor, twice the Michael Dunn size. Similar sort of player. Taylor has a player on the lead, goes to Josh Dukes, and Dukes takes it. Left half back, grandstand side, inside defensive 50. The Eagles, as we close in on the half-time, but Dunn's kick was poor. Probably should have taken the mark. Kenny Purantatameri, second effort. That's the third or fourth time Purantatameri Kenny has been. If he's missed the first one, he's had a crack the second and third time. Needs a lot of teammates to emulate that.
It was good play, very good play.
Pye throws it up. A big smack out of the rucking contest there by Wilson. Gates straight off to Adam Tippenwood. He set it up towards Bates. Bates ran around them all. Bates, clever, off the left boot. Kick was good. He wants the runner. He wants Brown. And he finds him. He gets it on a string. Brown one way and then the other. Oh, he's dancing with them. Went back and kicked the goal. Oh, what did he do? He kicked the goal. Of course he did.
2 goals to Dylan Brown, who looks exciting, and he had Joel Cabillo down there, but he definitely wanted to kick the goal himself. So we'll just look at Simon Bates go back here and drives it into the square for Wanderers, and Dylan Brown just the foot pace to outrun Patrick Sullivan.
But
and
it was deliberate, wasn't it? Because he knew that Brown would have the pace.
But just the pick up here, and he had a player on, but he wanted to kick that second goal of his. He probably hasn't kicked too many bags of goals in his short football career, because he's only 15 years old, Butters.
Yeah. So what's this?
Step, and he steps back again. Yep.
That is just poetry, isn't it?
They're not football boots, they're dancing pumps. Back in the middle. Back in the middle, Big Wilson. Up against Dussin. Dussin grabs the ball out of the middle, always dangerous, but got it and got rid of it. Inside forward 50, Mitchell Taylor dispossessed Puruntuta Mary. That's Gary Puruntuta Mary. Clever for you. Over, and Freddie. No, Gary Puruntuta Mary to Freddie Puruntuta Mary. There's got to be a relationship, but Freddie got his third, got his second.
Got his second, because we took the other one away. But Freddie Puruntuta Mary, how exciting! But the hand here that Gary Puruntuta Mary just got on the ball, so Mitchell Taylor couldn't mark it. It's those efforts, those 1%ers that Tiwi really need, and it's great to see. And then he crashes the pack, gets a ball free, and Freddie kicks his number 2.
Kieran. No, nothing from Kieran. We'll get down to him shortly. He's going to come back into the middle. Umpire,
I think he's just put Freddie in for a haircut.
Yeah. Let's score check. 11-2 Wanderers, 6-5 Tiwi. They needed that goal desperately. They kicked 3 in this quarter, Tiwi, but the problem is Wanderers has kicked about 6, I reckon. Now out of the middle, no one to get clear with it. Ball left on the ground, searching for it in there. Kevin Thompson didn't get it. Hard work provided there by Wilson. Ball spills free. Overrunning the footy was Bradley Palapamini. Gets it second time. Used the handball. Got it out to Kenny Puruntuta Mary. Off the left boot. Kicks it up towards 50. Got over the back. Loose ball up for grabs. Closing on it very quickly is the dangerous Gary Puruntuta Mary onto the right boot. Drops it. Oh, he did it really well. Gave it off to Price. Price runs in and kicks the goal.
They needed that goal, Tiwi. They're coming back. That's 2 goals and back-to-back goals for Tiwi. But the Puruntuta Mary is just in the forward line. It's just so exciting to watch. And Freaky Freddie, I'm going to call him. Freaky Freddie. And we just watched the replay here, Charlie. And great work by Tim Martin. Just the body work. I think is that not quite sure who that player was, but just smart work here. Was going to blaze away a goal. And seen Joel Price screaming through the midfield there, and easy goal to Tiwi. They need more of that. Excellent teamwork.
They do indeed. Dustin's been very good in the middle, but I think that the big man Wilson has done okay also for Wanderers. Let's see how they go. Dustin that time knocked the ball back in the direction of a teammate, Dion Munkara. Munkara over the top of the Wanderers player, but the field umpire Brody Rayner said, "Give it to me, just outside the bullseye." He will take 2. Wilson in front, got it nicely. Running hard after the football, Kieran Apapatimi, he can't find the handle of the football. And they've mucked it up. Wanderers are away this time. Got to be clean hands, Tiwi Bombers. No good. Up to centre half forward. Fortunately, the Bombers will clear, and out on the wing they go, and the man Kieran Apapatimi has the mark, grandstand side.
So Kieran Apatimi now is stuck on the wing, true wing position, just went a little too far with the kick. Had a backup player there, fortunately for him. But Wanderers will circle very, very quickly. Handball comes out straight into the hands here of Dustin. They get to him. He did get the handball away, linked it up there, but Timmy got another touch. Kicked it up towards the half-forward line. Dukes gets in the way. Handball out there, searching for Braden McLean, left behind. Hard run at the footy. Tipping Woody didn't get it. Tipping Woody good. Smells it, gets to it, wins it onto the right boot. Spears it long down towards the half-forward line, dropping back. Strong mark in defence. William Virgil Puruntuta Mary.
WV Puruntuta Mary kicks the ball 1-on-1 over the back. Running hard now after the football. Wanderers have Weatherall Fitz. He goes by hand. Nice long handball out there to Cabillo. Cabillo is dispossessed. Ball inside. Comes to Weatherall Fitz. Weatherall Fitz kicks forward, and a big man in front can't take the mark. Fair enough too. Didn't have enough of it. Brown has the football. Gets it out to a teammate. running hard after the football. A minor score, misses to the right, Weatherall fits. Had a couple of cracks at it, but it's a minor score in the 24th minute mark of the second term.
Doesn't Adam Tipperwoody look like a young Ross Tungatala?
He does,
just the way he has that
yeah.
ball on a string.
Yeah, he's looking terrific. Good to watch him. Tiwi Bombers with control now. Can work it out from defence. Out to Clement Kiranua. Takes a bounce. Uses the handball. They can run through the middle. A little short kick off the boot of Donald Mungatopi. And they've turned that over. Wanderers in good defence. Cruz runs hard at the footy. Didn't get it. He had some support there too from McLean. Ball left on the ground. Now the handball came away from Josh Wilson. Did pretty well. Gave it to Cruz. And Cruz from half back gets on the bike.
He does indeed. He's on the bike and he kicks long inside forward 50. Can't find Holmer. Holmer in front, but doing some good work down there is Tom McDonough. But it's another minor score, so a little bit wasteful, although the overall score 11-4-70 Wanderers. Tiwi Bombers 7-5-47, 25 minutes into the second term.
Patrick Sullivan to bring the ball back into play for the Tiwi Bombers. Does it well, kicks it out very, very wide. And they've got some space to work in now.
And I know this is an hour game, but Cameron Cloak is just down here on the bench, so he must be playing for Palmerston Magpies today.
Just a big fella, isn't he? Walking past. Here's the Tiwi Bombers on it. I took my eye off the Tiwi Bombers. They've got it inside 50. Ross Tungatulum, the target, drops a little short. I reckon they'll still get it to him, won't they? They wanted to desperately, but it was Dukes who won it in the end. Josh Dukes got half a kick away. Stolen out of mid-air. Joel Price goes back, snaps at goal, drops short. Little handball across, straight into the hands of Freddie. Freddie's got another one.
Freaky Freddie's kicked the goal for Tiwi. It's his third goal for the game before half-time, which is absolutely brilliant for Tiwi Bombers, but they never gave up. They're still their kicking skills. They're just not hitting the targets. Ross Tungatulum was free in that midfield. As we go back here, and Freddie was involved in the original play here, and Dukes just couldn't clear the ball, and Austin Wanameri, good clearing hand pass, and Joel Price, I reckon he was passing that, Charlie, and Freaky Freddie managed to get his hands on the ball and through the goals.
Can I say something? You know, Gary Puruntatameri and Freddie Puruntatameri has just really livened up that forward line, haven't they? They're dangerous.
They have. Dustin and Wilson square off as we close in on half-time. Up they go. It was Dustin probably got a fingernail to it, gets the ball out, does it nicely. Bombers are away, inside forward 50. Where are you, Freddie? Ball on the ground, running after the football there is Douglas Miller Puruntatameri. He can't find the handle, picked up Martin, inside Tungatulum, put out the glasses.
Oh my God, I need to see this again on replay, and the Tiwi Bombers are getting around him as they should be. Ross Tungatulum, take your hat off and make a bow to the crowd. This is absolutely brilliant football smarts. As the ball goes into the Tiwi line, and Big Tim Martin, I think that was got a hand to the ball. Watch this. This is good play on its own. Tim Martin hand passes the ball, flicks it behind himself, picks it up, and goal.
And on the preferred right, he should have gone left foot, but no, it doesn't matter, does it?
You can't learn that. He just knocked it behind
I am in
him
awe, Charlie.
and ran onto it.
Between Adam Tippermoody and Ross Tungatulum,
back to 11 points, which is what it was at quarter time.
Second goal to Ross Tungatulum too for the game.
And I don't even know if I put it down alongside his name.
Tossed up in the middle, picked up by Price. Price kicks the ball off the ground, goes to centre half forward. Tungatulum in the thick of things. Somehow gets it out. Palapomini, savage! Off the post.
Butters, just a lead-up play to that. Aren't they looking exciting at the moment,
But
Tiwi?
you can feel it from them, can't you? They're just starting to play instinctively. I'll say it again. Here's the kick out wide. Goes a long way out for the Eagles. They'll work hard here. Justin Smart, couple of goals to his name today. Kicks it out towards the wing. Gave an opportunity there for Weatherall Fitz. He couldn't get it. He didn't really want it. He got some support in the end by Joel Cabillo. Tiwi Bombers going to ground out there. Joel Cabillo on the clean-up. Picks it up. No, he didn't. He's going to pick it up now. Gets onto his right boot. Oh, no, he doesn't. Went with the handball over the top. Here's a chance for them now, Wanderers. Inside 50. The kick is good. They keep looking for Big Holmer. He had front position, but it rebounds to Erlinson. Erlinson down towards a pocket. Great mark taken down there, Adam Tipperwoody.
That was a very strong mark. He just read the flight of the ball, Charlie. Adam Tipperwoody, and he'll probably go back and slot this one.
McDonough's done pretty well on Big Holmer down there.
Here's the kick. It's a good one. It's a good kick, and Adam Tipperwoody's got another one.
Yeah, that's the second goal to Adam Tipungwuti. Unfortunately for Tiwi, it just stops their momentum that they had going. But a good goal to Wanderers, Adam Tipungwuti. Just exciting from one end to the other. But God, wouldn't that just change the difference if who was it?
Palapamini,
yeah, hit the post. Would have been 5 points of difference.
That's right.
Yeah.
But they have fought back well. 11-4 to 9-6. Nearly 30 minutes gone in this long second quarter.
I'm very impressed with Tiwi's key position players as well.
7 goals to Wanderers, 6 goals to Tiwi Bombers in this second term. Up they go. Wilson in front, gets it down, but Price might shark it. Bates has got the football, looking to lay it off by hand. Now he does, gets it out, and why not Tipungwuti? Tipungwuti, you're right, he's got the silky skills. He is elegant on the non-preferred left. Bangs it up, and Brenton Motlop takes it. Motlop, a left footer, gets it to Erlinson. Erlinson at centre half forward, has a player Cabillo inside, and Cabillo takes a comfortable mark 30 metres from goal directly in front. Good lead up.
Poor checking. And they just had too many free players up in that forward line, the Eagles, didn't they, Cash?
Yeah, they did. It's just Tiwi again, half-time, and the quarter's gone over 30 minutes due to the amount of goals that have been scored, but they got to keep playing the whole quarter out, Charlie. They can't put their heads down.
Joel Cabillo on the siren, kicks on goal, and Wanderers get that breathing space. 13-4-82, Tiwi Bombers 9-6-60, half-time.
Yeah, how exciting has that been? Ross Tungatalam for Tiwi, Freddie Punatanameri along with Gary Punatanameri, just excitement machines in the Tiwi forward line. Jared Erlinson is having an absolute blinder as the captain. Adam Tipungwuti is exciting, and when he gets near the ball. And I have to mention Joshua Wilson, who's doing the ruck alone against the two Tiwi big men, is doing very well for Wanderers.
So the lead extended out to 22 points here at half-time. It was 11 points at quarter-time when Wanderers led 5-2 to 3-3. But now at half-time, it's the Eagles by 22. 13-4 plays 9-6.
Visit Sky City Darwin for your chance to play Festive 50. Be playing a gaming machine at draw time for your chance to spin the jackpot cash wheel. $50,000 cash could be won. Draws start from 7 p.m. every Friday and Saturday, and from 2 p.m. on Sundays, and continue until a cash jackpot has been won. Join us at Sky City Darwin for your chance to win a Festive 50.
Time to escape, 'cause I'm in need of warmer weather. Sail upon the stream to find there's someplace better, and I'm going far and wide. Ooh.
Great Northern Brewing Co. The beer from up here.
Have you ever been to the Tiwi Islands? Now's your chance to see a great game of footy on Tiwi soil. Sea-Link ferry services run for NTFL, Island of Origin, and the Tiwi Grand Final. Book online now at sealinknt.com.au.
Just another beautiful day in the Territory, Al.
Doesn't get any better.
Yeah.
You guys catch anything yet?
Nah, nothing yet, but we're feeling lucky.
See you later.
Road tyres.
Yeah, soft sand.
And a 7-metre tide.
Oh.
What could possibly go wrong?
Plenty.
Local knowledge is important. Talk to us about TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance. Call us today on 131 TIO. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Joy Bell was a goal umpire extraordinaire, 150 games at Premier level and a couple of grand finals. And I didn't know, but she actually had a rose stuck down in her sock, and she was goal umpiring the game that Alan Jakovic was likely to score 100 goals. It was at Gardens Oval, and normally you would stay up the same end, but Joy followed Alan Jakovic up the end. When he kicked his 100 goals, she took the rose out and
gave him the rose.
Presented him with the rose.
I thought it might have been based on she thought it with his looks, because he was one of the hottest players, I think, to have walked onto the NTFL scene and AFL scene as well. And his brother Glenn ended up being an absolute gun for West Coast, wasn't he?
And Glenn was in town just a couple of weeks ago, or a week ago, I think.
And Brent Harvey was as well last week, I believe. He was here. How did we not get interviews with them?
Exactly. They came during the middle of the week when we're busy doing other things.
Yeah, we need to make sure. And I think that's Brodie Philo out there as well for Nightcliff. The reigning Nichols medalist out here that done an injury in the first week of the season. So let's see if he's back out there for Nightcliff this week.
Just a score check here at half time. It's Wanderers by 22 points, 13-4 to 9 goals, 6. They led by 11 at quarter time, 5-2 to 3. 3 major goal kickers, 4 Wanderers, 3 to Bates, 2 to Dylan Brown, a couple to Adam Tippenwoody and a couple to Justin Smart. And for the Tiwi Bombers, 3 goals to... what do you call him? Freddie Purantata Mary?
Freaky Freddie.
Freaky Freddie. Freaky Freddie's got 3. And 2 to Ross Tungatallum. And a couple of freakies doing the job there.
He's the only one freak out there, and that's Ross Tungatallum. Goodness gracious.
Now we see Daniel Motlop. Just quickly, the future of Daniel Motlop and Shannon Motlop. Shannon Motlop told me that it's not that far away where he's going to hang up his boots, but Daniel walking out there. Now, what do you think of these 2 players?
Well, last week, yesterday, I heard Shannon talking to a few other people, and said he's giving himself a bit of a rest. So I don't think we'll see him before Christmas, but he might have one last crack after Christmas, and basically then maybe pull up the boots at the end of the season. Daniel might be coming close to it as well, but I think we've got Matt Cannard that's retired during the season, but I think there's going to be a lot of retirees at the end of this season, Charlie, and there's going to be some big names that aren't coming back this year.
The least of which.
Justin Wilson plays his 100th this week, and I don't think that Peter McFarlane's probably getting to that stage too. It's just that
changing of the guard. Almost, isn't it?
It is, and St Mary's, good on them, have done the transition very well with their young players coming up as well, so they can afford to lose some players. We always think St Mary's are going to go back down, but then they seem to lift again when they find someone like Francis Kinthari out of nowhere.
Haven't we been lucky, and Ian as well, over the years to watch these teams play footy and watch them play a whole career and then go on and do coaching? Like, we saw Russell Jeffrey playing as a younger player all those years ago, and Mark Motlop as well. They're all fantastic players.
In fact, each of the Motlops, Mo and
well, we remember the 4 of them playing in one team, didn't we? All playing together.
And they mentioned yesterday as well at the wake is that and the funeral, the ceremony is that Lorna Motlop was Eagles through and through, and no matter where the boys went, and Mo was actually doing eulogy and said it didn't matter where we went and coached or where we went and played, the Eagles were still deep in her heart. Yeah, and basically all the boys yesterday wore eagle-coloured little emblems on their shirts, and even Mo and Mark did, and it was just great to see in Wanderers Guard of Honour going into the church and coming out, and also at the cemetery, and all the Buffaloes players as well that come to support Mark as well. So it was just it was really touching, and it was funerals are sad occasions, but it was just a great way to celebrate a life.
You've actually reminded me, I must try and dig it up and present it to the family. I did an interview with Lorna and Damien Hale's mum.
Yes, I remember you doing that.
We did it. The Wanderers were playing Saints in the grand final, and we went down to Jingly Oval, and we sat the 2 mums together, and we talked about the grand final. I'd love to get it for the family.
And just saying, when on the photo montage that they were putting through on loop on the big screens at the Pints Club where we were for the wake, is that Lorna with her grandsons with that cut when they won it that first year, and basically the photos were just brilliant. But I tell you what, they've got another lot of Motlops coming through.
Second half about to get underway here, and the margin is 22 points in favour of the Wanderers Eagles. 13-4 to 9-6. They led by 11 at quarter time. Charlie King with you. Natasha Medry with the special comments. Kieran Davis is down on the boundary. We'll be crossing down to him shortly. Ian Butterworth is in the box with us as well. and we'll get the second half underway.
Sock up, sock down. One of them's got each, and it was Wilson. He's got the ball down to his teammate Wanderers inside forward 50. Had a dirty old day, that man down there, Jackson Holmer, was the player on him, and we'll pick that up in a minute. He's done a terrific job, and I reckon that player is Tom McDonough. So at least the Tiwi Bombers have got one clear winner on the day. Erlinson picks the ball up on the wing, favouring the grandstand side. Marlon Motlop started the game off so well, but he's died out a little bit, and perhaps he hasn't got the miles or the kilometres in his legs. Ball out of bounds, adjacent to the interchange area, grandstand side.
Trying to throw it in directly down in front of us. Cool weather starting to come in, making me feel a little bit better down there. That's what we're suspecting from up here. Tap down to Ross Tungatellum. Saw the magic from him in that late in that second quarter. Kick down towards the half forward line. Hard running here from Miller Purantata Mary. Overran the footy. Gave a chance there for Thomas Motlop. Thomas Motlop fell over, left it behind.
Clever.
Handball over the top, back out again to Miller Purantata Mary. Kick along the goal line. Just stayed inside the field of play. Handball out. Can they kick a goal from there?
Goal.
Somebody has, I reckon.
Gary.
Not Gary, is it? Gary Purantata Mary.
I reckon you're right, Butters. I think it is Gary Punatana Mary, and great hands. Douglas Miller Punatana Mary. We've got Punatana Marys everywhere out there, but yeah, great hands. Are just on the replay here. I think that ball nearly went over. Looking back on the replay, we're just looking for the number. Gary Punatana Mary. Good eyesight there, Butters, but good shot on the replay. Good camera work. Punatana Mary. They're everywhere, Charlie.
Well, they're the two up there. They're doing all the damage, so they can capitalise on that.
We call them ubiquitous, don't we? Everywhere at the same time. But it might be more than one, I reckon. There's about 4 or 5 out there. Back in the middle, Dussin and Wilson. Wilson hasn't had much of a rest in the ruck. Got that one down. Austin Wanamiri. Is that him in the middle of the ground there? They need a bit of a lift. Maybe Aussie's the man. He's got a free kick. Didn't get it out, Erlinson. Correct decision by the field umpire. Wanamiri, player wide, kicks out. Nice mark, Miller Purantata Mary. He goes inside, centre half forward on the lead. A mark dropped that time by Dukes, but the ball is cleared and big David Cruz has it at right half back grandstand side. Defending the Michael Long Learning Centre goal, the Eagles. Cruz kicks along the boundary line. Dion Munkara can't take the mark. Ball spills out. Dukes has it, goes by hand. Thomas Motlop inside, but to his teammate there, Adam Tipperwoody out to Bates, who's the major goal kicker of the game, and he just calmly, cool as you like, nails his 4th and the first one for the 3rd term for the Eagles.
Yeah, that was good play, build-up play by Wanderers. Unfortunately, Dion Munkara dropped the mark here on the wing. I think it was Bates that actually fell over. Yeah, it was, and I'm just trying to pick up who this player is. Yeah, Thomas Motlop, and he knew Adam Tipperwoody. Give the ball to Adam Tipperwoody, who took a bounce, hand passed over the top to Simon Bates, who ran into 50 and slotted the goal.
He's smooth, isn't he, Adam Tipperwoody?
He is, and he could have easily gone back and ran into 50 himself there, but gave the hands off, and 4 goals to Simon Bates before 3/4 time.
He's the danger man up there. So I was just looking through those Purantata Marys. There's 5 of them. VW, Kenny, Gary, Freddie and Douglas Miller. There's plenty of them out there. Kick down towards the half forward line. Austin Wanamiri got it on the chest, lost it, then went with the right boot, speared it out wide. He's got a player to run onto this, hard along the boundary line. David Cantilla couldn't keep it in. Hotly pursued there by Drogamola, and it goes over for a boundary line throw in. Kieran.
Yeah, you did mention that it had cooled down. I can confirm that. A lot of cloud cover, and I reckon it'll suit Wanderers because I did mention they haven't played this early in the game very much this season. They've played the later games, so I think the cooler conditions will suit them.
Wilson works his way to the front. That's Josh Wilson, Wanderers ruckman. Gets the ball out, Erlinson snaps it nicely. Goes by hand to a running Mitchell Taylor. Taylor on the scoreboard wing. Bangs the ball long to left half forward. Up they go. It's a 2-on-2. Picked up the Bombers. The Bombers will clear the football. Matthew Dussin gets the football out, mucking around. Got to get it forward. Dussin this time gets the ball dispossessed. The Bombers are going to muck this up, I reckon, because they're playing fancy footy when what they need to do, Natasha Medbury, is get the ball forward.
Yeah, they need to clear the ball out of the packs. The stoppages are in Wanderers' favour, so they need to get their running play in open space.
Try to ball it up. Tapped away there by Dussin. Got there with the tackle. Hard tackle too it was. Spillage to the opposition. Ruckman and Wilson couldn't get it. Comes out wide. Hard run forward here by Tipperman to Miri. Kick inside 50's pretty good. Bounces inside there, cut off by the Tiwi Bombers. They bring it out towards their half-back line, out towards the wing. Got it out through Bradley Palapamini. Comes in field, tries to get it off to Price. No, Price was ignored. They went with the kick up towards Austin Wanamiri. Handball across to Price this time. Price dummied, shimmied, got it on the left boot, speared it into the corridor. Great kick from him. Good vision as well. Just bang, Tash, and he put it on the chest.
Yeah, he doesn't blaze away, Joel Price, and he's been one of their more consistent players week in, week out as well for Tiwi, the number 11 for the Bombers.
So we'll stay with Miller Puruntatameri. Douglas Miller Puruntatameri. It's a bit of a mouthful, but it's going to be a tough kick from him. He wanders up to the 50-metre line, takes a little bit of a skip, and then goes back and kick. He's hit it pretty well, and he misses it out to the right. Really didn't approach that with enough commitment.
He didn't read the breeze really well. It's going across the ground towards the goalpost, so he just kicked straight into it.
McLean brings the ball back in. Nice kick outside defensive 50. Grandstand side to Cruz. Cruz might muck this up. Thomas Motlop's got about 3 to beat. Michael Dunn has it. Gets it out to Mungatopi. Mungatopi kicks it into the face of Raymond, and Thomas Motlop, who mucked it up, will get the football and does it beautifully and finds a teammate, and that man is Justin Smart. Couple of kicks from goal, Wanderers. Smart inside forward 50, ball on the ground. The defence of the Tiwi Bombers starting to perk up a little bit now. Dion Munkara has it, and the Bombers should get away here because running hard is Jerome Tipuamata-Miri.
Kick to the middle of the ground. Oh, it was spillage, went out, straight out of the back of the hands of Gary Puruntatameri. Clean up work here comes from the Tiwi Bombers. Out wide to Thomas Motlop. He got hit from behind, late from Kurt Dunn. Umpire says it's okay. And Thomas Motlop has it on the edge of the square. Looks up and sees Erlinson. Chips it out to him. So he's still backward of the wing. They're out on the Morris Rioli stand side. Shadows starting to creep across the ground. Getting later in the afternoon here, local time, along the boundary line. Kick not good enough. They go out of play on the full free kick here. It's going to be given to Kenny Puruntatameri.
Puruntatameri gets it inside, looking for Michael Dunn. Got to take it back. He was a millimetre off the mark. Don't get me started. That's
I
right.
actually think he was a couple of metres off the mark there. He wasn't as bad as it sometimes usually is.
Okay, I'll bow to that. Kenny Puruntatameri on the wing, grandstand side. Bombers to go forward. 67 plays 88 onto the left foot, kicks it to left half forward, favours the grandstand side. Too easy, and the Eagles come away from defence.
Nice kick forward, Joel Cabillo up towards almost the half forward line. Big tackle at the back came on Marlon Motlop. Holds the play up. And being pushed out of it there, Dion Munkara goes to ground. But up gets Marlon Motlop and off he goes onto the right boot. Kick towards the pocket. Wants Aaron Motlop. Chases it towards the boundary line. Couldn't keep it in. Safely seen over by Patrick Sullivan in the back pocket.
Yeah, we've seen the umpire call it back for not being on the mark, but Marlon Motlop was lucky not for that to be called back. That was over the mark.
He was well forward of the mark, wasn't he? Wanderers deep in attack, going forward. Holmer works his way to the front, gets it out to Marlon Motlop. Motlop from the impossible angle and misses to the near side. Minor score to Wanderers. They go to 14-5-89. Tiwi Bombers 10-7-67. 8.5 minutes into the third term.
Dion Munkara's searching kick is pretty good out wide to Kurt Dunn. Got to the footy, got tackle, goes to ground. Great work, Simon Bates from behind. Worried him out of it, fell on him like a big jellyfish.
The only player that could have catched a Tiwi player then was Simon Bates.
He did.
So Bates here now is going to go short with the left boot. He's looking for and finding out there Justin Smart. Long way out in front position.
I think that was Jared Erlinson.
Erlinson rather, yes, he's Erlinson. Onto the right boot he goes. Deep inside 50. There's Smart underneath it. Couldn't get it. Ball goes to ground. Hard running out of defence came from Kenny Puruntatameri. Left the ball behind. That tackle put on there by Dylan Brown as well. Wanderers win it. A little chip kick across the goal line. Lands on the ground. Chance here for Smart. Too good the work here by the Tiwi Bombers. Can they keep the ball in play along the boundary line? The pickup was a beauty and the run is terrific. Out of the fence they come. Catch me if you can, and they did. They got to him. Keradua goes to ground. The only one who could have possibly caught him was Thompson, but he didn't get the free kick.
Now got it. Braden McLean has the ball long, searching handball. picks up a teammate, Kevin Thompson. Thompson too far out to score, right half forward, kicks it inside, not good. Bradley Puruntatameri, Palapamini, I'm sorry, Puruntatameri, there's enough of them, but he's a Palapamini spinning out of the attack. Was well done by William Virgil Puruntatameri there. He really was spinning like a top. And the field umpire said, give it to me, and we're 40 metres from goal.
Good call, Butters, good call.
So here it is, the throw up. And a good tap too came out by Mountain, put it to ground. Tiwi Bombers win it. Umpire's blowing the whistle. We'll bring it back. It's going to be a Tiwi Bombers free kick. Martin it is. So he's tucked inside defensive 50, looks out wide, gives it off to Kenny Puruntatameri. Runs to 50, confronted there by Justin Smart. His kick was good. Straight up to David Cantilla. Edge of the square. Cantilla looks. He can go short towards Jerome Tipperman Tamiri. Comes into the corridor. Nice kick from him. And parked underneath and taking a good mark was Gary Puruntatameri.
Puruntatameri, nice long kick inside forward 50, going to the Michael Long Learning Centre end. Did he ease him out? He did, but it was body. He eased him out with the body. We'll have a look at that. But Austin Wanamiri, clever mark, experienced mark, didn't put the hands in the back, methinks.
No, I'm with you, Butters, there on that one. I think he just used his body really well then. And there's been a 50 because Dukes, I think, has let the umpire know that he wasn't too happy with the call. But we'll see if we can get it back on replay as Austin Wanamiri will go in and kick his second goal.
Wanamiri it is, does kick and kicks beautifully. He hits the post of the stand behind the goals, and it is his second goal. One in the second quarter, one in the third quarter. So they're just keeping in touch.
And we'll just watch on the replay here if it was the marker. I don't think there was hands in the back. I think he's used his body brilliantly. Gary Puruntatameri again is a great target up forward for Tiwi as he goes back and kicks this ball long into Austin Wanamiri, and he got the ball moving quickly, which is what Tiwi need to do as well.
Oh, it's hard to say, isn't it?
Bit of a wrestle there, I guess. He was pushing back into him.
Yeah,
and
that's right. He had his hands up as well, didn't he? So, yeah, umpire's probably right in the end. So some extra ruck work to be done here by the Eagles. It's Big Hugo gone into the middle. Wanderers win the kick up towards the half-forward line. Adam Tippenwoody on the charge. Out came Dunn over around the footy. Gave it to Simon Bates. Caress with the left foot. Got it down inside 50. Great run in defence. Dion Munkara works it out there through William Virgil Puruntatameri from the back pocket. Still doing some hard work down there, Dion Munkara. Wanderers win it. They can work it out through Holmer. Gets the handball back. Chance here to run in and kick a goal was Brendan Motlop, and he misses.
Get him back the other end of the ground.
What's he doing down there?
Put him back in defence. That was too easy, that one. He's gone for the grubber along the ground, the bounce. He didn't get the same Shane Warne bounce there.
Dion Munkara brings the ball back in. Nice kick to Donald Mungatobi. Mungatobi between full-back and centre-half-back. Favours the grandstand side. Price, his first mistake for the day. Big Hugo Drogamulla gets the ball inside 50. Can't take the mark and can't take it one-handed. And the Bomber defence under pressure. Handball it away. Brown onto the left foot. He's a wizard.
He is. Three goals to Dylan Brown. Dynamic down in that forward line. Adam Tippenwoody and Dylan Brown between them. They've kicked 5 goals for Wanderers. So they're excitement machines.
They're a bit lookalikes, aren't they? Similar size and shape.
They are, and 15 years old. He's got a big future ahead of him if he can keep in shape, because if he stays in this Wanderers team, he's going to have a big future, as we just see him take on Michael Dunn as well when the shimmy. He loves those dancing shoes, doesn't he?
They're good, aren't they? They look good. The little step one way and then goes the other. Shows him the ball and goes the other way as well. He's got all the party tricks you want. 11-7 Tiwi Bombers, 15-6 Wanderers. They just can't close that gap close enough. They did get within 11 points at one stage, the Tiwi Bombers. It's a little harder now, though. They're out by 23 points, which is more than what they had at half-time. They've increased it by a point. Run forward here by Joel Price. Kicked the goal in the second term. Won by Simon Bates. He bounced it, lost it, got it back again. Went with the kick up towards the half-forward line. Jumping from the back, Dylan Brown. 3 goals in this match. Pretty good from him. They'll use this, the Eagles, with the build-up. Mitchell Taylor wins it forward of the wing. Brings it inside 50. Kick was pretty good. Running in, taking a strong mark is Justin Smart. 2 goals to his name. Have a shot from 50. Out on a 45-degree angle. Maybe a little bit more severe than that. But he is a pretty good kick of the footy, Tash.
He is, and he's missed 2 gettable ones that he'd usually kick as well, Justin Smart. So you should go back and slot this one. I won't give him the kiss of death, but where I'd say it's a definite.
I've already done that.
So here he comes. Smart now crosses the 50 metres now. He's a lefty. He gets hold of it. He bangs away. He's going to leave it to the near side and come up with a minor score. So the Eagles 15-7, Tiwi Bombers 11-7.
And he wasn't happy with that kick as well, shake of the head. He's a key player for Wanderers, Justin Smart.
Dion Munkara's the man, brings the ball back in, but only to big Hugo Drogamulla. Poor kick, Munkara. Drogamulla on his distance, man on the mark at the 50 metre, tries to run around him, does it beautifully because he spots up a player on the left forward pocket, and that player is Dylan, is it?
Kevin Thompson, I think.
Kevin Thompson.
Number 7.
Kevin Thompson.
I wonder if he's related to the famous Shane Thompson for Wanderers.
Looks a bit like
the goose shooter.
Yeah.
Under the left foot, Thompson kicks the goal and makes them pay. It was the Dion Munkara kick in, straight to Drogamulla, Thompson goals, and Wanderers assert their authority once again at the 15-minute mark of the third term.
Yeah, their quick kick out, I don't think anyone at Tiwi was ready for it, and Big Tim Martin there was still turning around,
Well,
so it was just too quick for him.
That's who he wanted.
Yeah,
he was
it
looking
was too
for
quick.
him, wasn't he?
But just as a Drogamulla took on the Tiwi Islanders here, and just looking closely at him, I reckon he might be, and if he goes on to have a career like Shane Thompson did, look out.
He might be all right. Haven't seen Tomo for a long time.
I saw him not so long ago. He still looks really,
Does he look
really
good?
well.
Yeah, he does.
The leaping Shane Thompson, the hanger.
I think he's helping coach one of the junior Wanderers sides, I
okay.
believe. Yeah.
Good on him.
So back to the centre here now. 16-7 plays 11-7. Burlington got involved with that, but it comes off the boot of Dussin down towards the forward line. Whistle goes.
No, free kick there.
His arm.
Knocked the hands away. So
He can't take
he's
a
going to
trick
get
at
it,
the
Austin
moment, can he?
Wanamiri. So Aussie's going to have another shot.
Dukes can't take a trick at the moment with the umpires. He hasn't back-chatted this time at least, so he's not giving away the 50.
Isn't it interesting watching what they go through and about to have their kick? Austin Wanamiri spins it in the air, doesn't he? 45-degree angle comes in. Geez, a good kick of the
If
footy.
it works.
Did not miss.
I think I might start doing that if I get the boots on again, is spin it in the air and see if that helps. That's an understatement to say Tiwi needed that. And again, they're 4 goals behind. They just can't seem to crack that. Every time they get close, Wanderers have an answer.
Gets around 20 points, doesn't it?
Yeah, they need back-to-back goals again. They really need a lot from Ross Tunkatalum, who started the caller really quiet.
16-7 to 12-7. Wanderers in front.
Back in the middle of the ground, Dussin. He's up against Drogamulla, who's done pretty well in the ruck. We normally see him a key defender, giving big Josh Wilson a rest. So it's Drogamulla and Dussin to square off. Here they go, tossed in the air, up they fly. A bit of a dead heat, perhaps give it to Drussin. Ball on the ground. Tunkatalum's got to do a little bit more. He's dispossessed. Raymond running hard after the ball. Has enough time to wipe his hands, and he did it nicely. Gets it out. A couple of Wanderers players picked up that time by Thompson. Thompson goes forward, goes to Tipperwoody. Tipperwoody goes over the top, and he can kick another goal. Bates, he runs around. They're chasing Simon Bates. Bates onto the left foot. It's a helicopter kick, but Freddie Purantalamiri down back now, and for some reason he's in defence, picked up by the big man, and he really has had a dirty day, hasn't he? That's Jackson Holmer.
He has.
He'll want to forget this.
He won't be putting this one on the highlights reel.
Tiwi Bombers to bring it out now. They've kicked to a man who's just surrounded by about 3 Wanderers players, so wasn't an educated kick. Spillage straight into the hands here of Adam Tipperwoody, goes across the face of goals. Comes up with a minor score.
Unlike he probably should have centred it, and he's let his teammates know as well. He probably should have centred that ball. They had the numbers there. Wanderers, Justin Smart was free.
Munkara, let's see if you can do a little bit better this time. Dion has
Not
a
much
player
on
going
offer.
forward. Tom McDonough goes to Freddie Purantalamiri between fullback and centre halfback. What's going on? Why is he down there? Purantalamiri gets it out in the McDonough direction. Lucky he's 2 metres tall. He's stretched, he marked, kicked across the face of goal. Gets his man over there. Joel Price, you're right, outside defensive 50. Price goes to a teammate, Sullivan. Sullivan picks the ball up under the scoreboard, gets it out and gets it nicely to Curtis Tipalura.
So Tipalura looks inboard. Goes there with the kick. He intended it for William Virgil Purantatameri, but they lost it and it finished up with Marlon Motlop. And his little kick down towards the forward line for the Eagles. They've got runners everywhere.
Freddie.
And sitting underneath it was Thomas Motlop. Couldn't take the mark and seen over the boundary line by Freddie.
He must be a utility player if he can play forward and he can play back. He's actually done okay with the last few entries in to the Wanderers forward line as a backline player. So we just see him spoil the ball out of Thomas Motlop. They were just too slow on the wing under the scoreboard to move the ball on. They had a breakout there.
Has kicked 3 goals, Freddie Purantatameri. Ball to be tossed in by the boundary umpire between wing and half forward left. Airport end. Wanderers to go forward, but picked up by Dussin. He's a mobile man for a big man. Kicks it forward, 1-on-1. Dukes over the top. Wanamiri, clever, keeps in front. Dukes has it, and Dukes will clear and clear beautifully.
Dukes' kick will search along the wing there for his captain in Jared Erlinson. Didn't take the mark though, and they'll have to throw it in.
It's looking a bit flat again, Tiwi here.
So gone past 20 minutes, third term was 22 points at half-time. Pushed it out a little further now. 105 plays 79.
You can't do the sum, can you, Charlie?
No.
26 points.
I was going to try and do that, but I didn't have time. I'll leave it for the viewer to do. So good pick up there by the Tiwi Bombers. Handball out through the Price, and then they go further up towards the half-forward line. Austin Wanamiri in good position, knocked away from him. It was a good spoil. Pushed on a little bit further here by the hard-running Dion Munkara. No, yes, it is Dion Munkara. Kicks it down into the goal square, and they get back in defence, the Eagles, through the very mature Aaron Motlop concedes the behind.
Wasted opportunity there by Tiwi.
Mitchell Taylor brings the ball back in, has a player wide, and a good spoil. Might have knocked his hands out, and a free kick, a warranted free kick, well done to the field umpire. And they certainly...
But the effort in for the Tiwi player then to chase was perfect, and that's what Wayne Warden wants, as we just see.
He landed right on his backside, didn't he? So that Jared Erlinson.
Yeah, it is.
And he's not a sort of a player that takes a dive or lays down, because he's a tough nut.
He is, and he usually bounces straight back to his feet, doesn't he?
He's all right.
But Douglas Miller Punatanameri with that effort. No malice in it, was just going for the ball, unfortunately.
Everything was right, but the field umpire got it right. He did knock his hands away. Erlinson has a player short and kicks it to Daniel Wheater. Been quiet today, Daniel Wheater. Has it on the wing, the outer wing. Ball backward of the wing, actually. Scoreboard side, Wheater. Player on the lead, and he'll muck it up. He did muck it up, because that's our man Holmer, who's had really a dirty day, but he got a push in the back, got a free kick. Holmer kicks it to left half forward, a push and a shove out there. Ball on the ground, ball in dispute, picked up by the Bombers. The Bombers go forward. Price, who's been a bit of a revelation, but Braden McLean, I reckon that might be, takes the mark.
Spears it inside 50, wants Thompson parked underneath, Cruz parked underneath it, and David Cruz takes a strong mark. The wiry Cruz is going to have a shot from about 45 metres, all but directly in front. So the angle's not a problem for him. Hasn't kicked a goal today, Cruz, but he can extend this lead for his team. 16-9 plays 12 goals. 8. Margin 25. He can take it out to 31. David Cruz comes in close to the man on the mark, leans back, kicks at goal, makes no mistake, kicks the goal.
Yeah, and a good goal by Wanderers. Again, just too easy, and I reckon it is David Cruz's first game back as well for Wanderers. So good goal to David Cruz. Seen him out about yesterday as well, and good to see him back.
Big Holmer coming off the ground. Perhaps he's got an early flight out of town.
Yeah, they got him in
being
early.
a bit cruel.
And they need another big target as well, because David Cruz is a utility player that can play forward or back. Yeah. Kieran?
I'm just thinking that it's been 2 years in a row now that Ian's had a certain disdain for a key forward named Jackson. Last year it was Starcevic, and now it's Holmer.
You reckon it's the Jackson
the
ball?
Jackson part of it.
Back in the middle, Tim Martin up against Wilson. Martin won it because Wilson slipped over. Here we go. Picked up by the Bombers. Forward. And not out of bounds on the full, but at least they're halfway forward. So left half forward, a kick and a half from the goal. Ball out of bounds, grandstand side. Bombers trailing by 31 points.
Throw in here, we've ticked up to nearly 25 minutes in this third term. It went 30 the second term.
Tim Martin's great in the ruck as well for Tiwi. Gets all over and has second and third efforts as well.
He's worked his way into front position here. See what he can do. Now he's lost front position. It was a good tap down there. Well done too by Josh Wilson. Ball along the boundary line. And the pick up and the kick forward. Brenton Motlop front position, knocked away from him, went to ground. Hard running there came from Freddie Purantatameri.
He disguised that very, very well to get that over the line.
Made sure it went out of bounds. So throw it up on the half-forward line here.
Just on the replay here as we watch, there were no intentions of keeping that ball in.
Actually, it was Dion Mankara, isn't it, that carried it over.
60 metres out from the Wanderers' goal, tossed in by the boundary umpire. It was a beauty. Big Josh Wilson. Cabillo runs hard at the football, goes back by hand, which is what he did need to do. Picked up by Thompson. Thompson onto the left foot, over the back. Freddie just gets a hand to the football. A minor score, a rush behind Wanderers as we approach three-quarter time.
Tom McDonough to bring it in. No, it's not. He was going to, but he changed his mind. So they'll go with the kick straight down the middle, intended for Bradley Palapamini. Gave him a really tough task. Knocked out of the way was Kevin Thompson. Kicked a goal in this quarter. Aaron Motlop battling for it. Mitchell Taylor in there as well, and also Michael Dunn. He's gone quite Michael Dunn since he got injured, hasn't he, earlier on?
And it's a shame because they really need him at the ball once again. Wilson gets the ball out cleverly in the direction of Thompson. Thompson, one grab onto the left foot. Leading player out there is Marlon Motlop. He's been quiet since quarter time. We've mentioned that. Not quite sure whether it's an injury. Ball in dispute. McDonough has the football. He's over the ball, picked up, kicked on goal. It was a quick kick. A minor score, misses to the near side. But Wanderers in control here. 113 plays, 80 as we approach three-quarter time.
Tiwi Bombers going to go with a risky kick. Oh, it was intended for Bradley Palapamini, but cutting in front of him, Nook Mansell takes a good mark.
And I was just about to mention Nook Mansell because the reason why Rostan Gatalam is so quiet is that Nook Mansell has been tagging him in this quarter. So they're trying to learn something from last week, Charlie. Tag him out of the game.
See, that's very interesting because in the rooms, in the Wanderers change rooms, they were saying they weren't going to tag him. That wasn't their game plan.
So Mansell's been quiet today. Comes to 50, bangs with the left boot and misses out to the right. Comes up with a minor score. Three-quarter time siren brings three parts of the game to an end. 17-11 to 17-12 rather. Wanderers leading the Tiwi Bombers 12-8. Here's Natasha Medwin.
Yeah, the small forwards for Wanderers. Simon Bates, an absolutely brilliant quarter again. 4 goals for him. Dylan Brown as well, who's kicked 3. And Kevin Thompson as well has been exciting in that quarter. Joshua Dukes is keeping Austin Wanamiri quiet. Good smothers in there, but Austin Wanamiri is presenting very well as well. Gary Punatanameri is still very exciting. And Douglas Miller Punatanameri for Tiwi as well.
So 3.
Visit Sky City Darwin for your chance to play Festive 50. Be playing a gaming machine at draw time for your chance to spin the jackpot cash wheel. $50,000 cash could be won. Draws start from 7 p.m. every Friday and Saturday and from 2 p.m. on Sundays and continue until a cash jackpot has been won. Join us at Sky City Darwin for your chance to win a Festive 50.
Time to escape, cause I'm in need of warmer weather. Sail upon the stream to find there's someplace better. And I'm going far and wide.
Great Northern Brewing Co. The beer from up here.
Have you ever been to the Tiwi Islands? Now's your chance to see a great game of footy on Tiwi soil. Sea-Link ferry services run for NTFL, Island of Origin and the Tiwi Grand Final. Book online now at sealinknt.com.au.
Just another beautiful day in the Territory, Al.
Doesn't get any better.
Yeah.
You guys catch anything yet?
Nah, nothing yet, but we're feeling lucky.
See you later.
Road tyres.
Yeah, soft sand.
And a 7-metre tide.
Oh.
What could possibly go wrong?
Plenty.
Local knowledge is important. Talk to us about TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance. Call us today on 131 TIO. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Just to do with his run and carry, as we just watched as Wayne Warden is actually walking the players out. We're just interested to see where he's going to take them. So he's taking them away from the crowd and from the assistant coaches.
Do you think, Natasha?
I wonder what will happen out there. That is extraordinary because he's left at least.
He's calling the guys, the assistant coaches that have the whiteboards and the markers and stuff like that to come over and follow him. But
so who wasn't welcome that he took him away from? Because there was only probably the strappers were the only other people there.
Well, perhaps the people in the grandstand. That's why I suggested to Natasha maybe a few home truths.
Yeah, and that's it was interesting to hear Matty Cannard's take on last week's spray that Shannon gave him, and unless you're involved in the club and you know what's happening behind closed doors, from a person coming in, sometimes these sprays are needed, and it depends on how you know to motivate the players. So
But this is not their worst performance of the year.
I wouldn't be giving them a spray on their performance today.
Kieran?
Well, I took my headphones off and I was going to walk over there. I didn't need to. I could hear Wayne. He's screaming at them. So it's obviously he must be really frustrated that this could have been an upset win. They've sort of thrown it away that quarter, but considering how calm he's been in all these games that they've lost by huge margins, it's actually quite surprising to see him so angry.
If it was going to go off, I thought it might have been half time when they were, if they would have kicked that goal, it would have got them within 5 points of Wanderers. But not after that quarter. I mean, they're still, as you said, they're building Wanderers on the amount that they're winning by each quarter.
Yeah, 11, 22, and now 34. So the Tiwi Bombers have kicked 3 goals. Their most productive quarter was the second quarter when they kicked 6, and then they kicked 3 in that quarter. And Wanderers have kicked 5, and then they kicked 8, and then they kicked another 4.
I mean, Austin Wanamiri looks dangerous down the forward line, but Josh Jukes is also getting the spoil in, so it's just the delivery as well. And I guess the second and third efforts from some of the players, but yeah, you couldn't fault them on the performance this week. It's been a lot better than previous weeks.
Is that Simon Munkara there with the whiteboard with Austin Wanamiri?
Trying to get a good look at that. Meanwhile, Wanderers in their huddle with the supporting players around them. Daniel's down there, Shannon Motlop.
Yeah, Shannon playing there too.
I guess one positive that I'm hearing out of Wade Moore, it doesn't look like he's abusing the players as much as he's screaming sort of motivation, like, telling them to work their asses off, to use a better word. But so I think that's at least one positive. He's not screaming abuse at them. He's just really trying to motivate them, I guess.
And I guess that's a positive as well, and maybe he's just trying to get to see what their reaction is, because he hasn't been like this before. So what are they going to do? What is the sport called? They're either going to come out on fire, or they're going to be like, well, bugger you, we're out there doing our best this game, So it's going to either work one way or the other, I guess.
Wayne Warden as a player, never backward at coming forward, always sticking his bib in, always getting involved. As a coach, I imagine he'll be the same.
He was a chirpy player on the field, wasn't he? He loved giving, not that I can talk, but yeah.
No, Tash, pardon me, but I was going to add that.
Charlie knows he's umpired me. Butters didn't have the privilege, unfortunately, but I think you were the umpire's advisor. Kieran's down with.
Sorry, Kieran.
Yeah, got Dean Roll with me. Dean, you've been slowly building up. You've won each quarter by about 10 points. Are you confident you can continue that and work through to maybe a 50-point win?
Look, it's not really about the points. It's just little things that we're not quite getting right at the moment, and too many broken tackles. And I think against a side that Tiwi that like to tap the ball and keep it in front of them, we just need to make sure that our defensive tackling is on this quarter. I think our trail-ins, and we've denied them that easy kick out in that quarter anyway, but we need to make sure we just continue to work on that. But I'm looking for a focus on our tackling. So just for the last quarter, while everyone's tired, see if they can stick to that.
Best of luck, Dean.
Yes, I was just saying that Wayne Warden was very stern-faced coming off after that talk, so he's passionate. I'm not sure the players are.
Yeah, and this will be a very true test to see Wayne Warden's coaching and how Tiwi respond and what the actual officials think.
That's the key, Natasha Medbury, is the response from the players. You're quite right. Ball now tossed up, picked up that time by Martin. Martin for the Tiwi Bombers knocks the ball down, running hard, nose over the football, working it forward, the Bombers. Nook Mansell's in there, got his body in the way, picked up Thompson, got his body in the way, ball coming out, Raymond. So it's all body on body, so it's a good start, good tough start by the Bombers, picked up by that time David Cantilla. Cantilla works the ball forward. David Cruz running hard at the football. Bradley Pellepor-Mini weaves his way and kicks a goal.
And that's how they respond. So great work by Bradley Pellepor-Mini. Sorry, just absolutely attacked this ball. Watch on the replay here. And he managed to get the kick away on 46, David Cantilla. And you just watch him absolutely attack this ball here. Great hands and just charges into the 50. Breaks a tackle, which Dean Rioli will not be happy about.
So 1 to Wayne Morden.
And you haven't seen the Tiwi Bombers, a number of Tiwi Bombers run really hard at the footy. And when you see it, it does stand out. But that was a hard run. He got it on the half volley, but he read it beautifully.
So well done, Wayne Morden, if I'm sure that was as a response.
So the tap out of the middle went straight into the hands of Marlon Motlop, swung it up towards half forward. Ball landed on the ground there. There's that man back down there again, Freddie Purantatameri. He's got onto, he picks it up, takes it away onto the right boot, comes out towards the half-back line. Nice kick from him. Tiwi Bombers from centre half back up towards the wing. Another good kick mark taken there by Bradley Pellepor-Mini. He'll go short again, tipped it over the top. They're doing pretty well here, the Tiwi Bombers. It's in the hands of Kenny Purantatameri. Comes up the centre half forward. Wants Austin Wanamiri underneath the footy. Couldn't get it. Wanderers win it. Handball comes out in the direction of Bates. They get to him and put him to ground. Held him without the footy. They're going to get the free kick. Simon Bates to get on the edge of the defensive square.
Warranted free kick to Bates. Just haven't got a marking option down there, Natasha, so they've got to chip the Bombers. Bates onto the left foot. As a player, Raymond takes the mark on the wing, grandstand side. Raymond kicks forward, over to Holmer, puts a hand up, waving the taxi to go to the airport. Picked up to Dion Monkara. Monkara beautifully out to Clement Karanua. Karanua onto the right boot, goes forward. Oh, and a stretching Mark Miller Purantatameri.
And he's a bit slow to get the ball on.
He's now gone with it. Oh, it's a horrible kick. Gets it up towards the goal square. Austin Wanamiri ran hard at it, didn't get it. Wanderers on the clean-up. Back to Erlinson. Handball out wide to the back pocket. They can get clear. Yes, they can. Kick out towards the wing, just short of. Too many Tiwi Bombers players there. Underneath it was Tim Martin. Couldn't take the mark. Second effort from him was pretty good. He got it off to his teammate, Jerome Tippermantamiri. Went along the boundary line and pushed it out of play. Wanderers want a free kick for deliberate.
Good work by Marlon Motlop here. He just went back into the pack to make sure Tim Martin didn't take an easy mark.
You are quite right. Courageous by you, Marlon Motlop. Tim Martin's twice his size. Well done. That's really, really good and a good pick-up, Natasha. Ball to be tossed in by the boundary umpire. Bombers in attack. They go. Ball knocked down that time by Martin. Picked up. Bombers go forward. Can they go forward? Kick on goal. And it's another one. Well done that time, Jerome. Tipped your man to Miri. Dragged it and snagged it. Wayne Morden, perhaps he's got to take his players away more often.
He does, and the focus then, the Wanderers players thought that the hand pass was going to go to Ross Tungatalam, and the key players went and followed Ross. And this is where the other players took responsibility, which they need to. They can't rely on Ross Tungatalam like you were saying, Charlie. Kieran?
Yeah, it was interesting. Last week, Shannon Rusker blew up at his players and it worked. We criticised the way he did it, said it wasn't for this day and age, but we've seen it last week and this week. It's worked early in the fourth quarter at least. So is it still good for today's game?
Well, if you're interested in the score last week, Magpies kicked 17 goals, 11 to the Tiwi Bombers 14-8. So it's almost what the score is here now. Wanderers 17-12, Tiwi 14-8. So I reckon Tiwi's going to finish up with a bit more than they had last week. The score forced over the
Tim Martin, that was kicking in danger there, and a good pick up by the umpire here.
So it's a free kick. It's gone straight into Erlinson off the boot of Cruz, and he goes right across that half-back line, stretching this defence line here. A little kick out towards the wing was pretty good. It was dropped. Left behind, picked up though by Kevin Thompson in his second run at it. Kicks it up towards the half-forward line. Ball towards the boundary line. He does a little somersault, Dylan Brown. Ball goes over the boundary line for a throw-in.
The kick by Kevin Thompson there was like a rugby one that you want the ball to bounce back to you. It actually went back to the Tiwi player. as we just watch out here.
Welcome to Kevin Thompson. That was
Watch,
well
there
done.
it is, the little somersault.
Ball tossed in by the boundary umpire on the outer here at Marara. 114 plays 92. The Bombers have had the best of it in this final term, which is 5.5 minutes old. Running hard again. The Bombers using a bit of speed, a bit of class, a bit of elegance inside into the Gary Purantatameri direction, but can't take the mark, and the mark is defensively taken by Wanderers. That might be Braden McLean out there, who's been quietly productive.
So Braden McLean now looking left and right, nowhere to go. He's going to go off to the right this time towards the boundary line over near the scoreboard. Gets it over the top. Good strong mark taken there. Matt Dussin was a long way back and reached up and took a good mark. Brings it in towards the corridor. The runners going down. They should have kept going. They didn't. They wanted in the middle short, and it went to Dunn. Onto the right boot he goes. Beautiful kick over the top and finds Gary Purantatameri.
Like this player, Charlie. Gary Purantatameri, really liking his style of football.
Yeah, he's got a bit of size about him, a bit of grunt.
And he knows where to find space as well.
Yep.
He's got a couple. So one in the second, one in the third. This one, not a difficult task. He can close this gap even further. Goes back and kicks. It's an all-important kick, and he's got it. So they are playing good footy at the moment. They've kicked 3 goals in a hurry. Eagles have stopped.
Yeah, 3 goals to Gary Purantatameri. Just like the way he attacks the ball and just his play, knows how to find spaces. We just watched the goal being set up here, and good talking by Tiwi. They're running forward at the ball, which they need to do, and Michael Dunn got his hands on the ball. Long kick in, he spotted Gary Purantatameri. It just got over the back.
And you know when the Tiwi bench is up, when Tiwi is up and about, because all the players on the bench start getting up and walking around. They just can't sit down. They're that excited.
They want to get back on the ground. You're quite right, Kieran. Ball back in the middle. The field umpire. The combatants will be Matthew Dussin and Josh Wilson. The sock up, sock down duo. Dussin for the Bombers. The man in red. Nice bounce by the field umpire. Wilson up and over the lot. Michael Dunn has it, but picked up by a man who's gone a little bit quiet. Adam Tippenwoody, the elegant Tippenwoody, gets the ball somehow clear. But the Bombers once again have got the football knocked out. Michael Dunn's got about 4 to beat. Does it okay. Picked up Erlinson. Erlinson to Raymond. Raymond to Motlop. That's Marlon. Marlon one way, then back onto his preferred right boot. Inside forward 50, looking for Thomas. Thomas is dispossessed far too easily. There's Adam Tippenwoody once again, wants to do well against the Tiwi Bombers, and is Michael Dunn in the middle of the ground. What a player he is.
It's a good kick to Dunn, and he goes out wide and finds Joel Price.
He looks sore, Charlie, Michael Dunn.
Yeah, he got that heavy knocked in the early. This ball inside 50 was a trip in all of that. Oh, going to ground there, desperately unlucky was Kurt Dunn. Eagles come away off the boot of McLean, out towards the wing. It's a bouncing ball. It's not Mitchell Taylor, in fact, that's Thomas Motlop. He's got a couple to beat. They put him out of the contest, knocked back towards the boundary line. Clever play, knocked towards Weatherall. Fritz gave it off to Motlop. Thomas Motlop spears it forward, and a chance to mark it down there for Holmer. Bounced off his chest and out of bounds.
He just can't take a trick at the moment. It just come bouncing off his chest. He had a good crack at that.
Tom McDonald did the job again for the Tiwi Bombers, the fullback. He's had it all over Jackson Holmer. The ball to be tossed in. Wanderers in attack. The Bombers have done all the deeds so far in this final term, which is 9 minutes old. Now Wanderers in. Kicked it up, kicked more in hope than anything else. And Hope says out of bounds on the full. Dion Mankara has to jump over the fence, fetch his own rubbish.
This is turning into a cracker of a game.
Mankara.
Oh, we've got an injured player here for Tiwi that's hobbling off. Let's hope it's cramp.
The man coming on is not too bad anyway, Ross Tungatala. Mankara, to hurry up. Goes short. Gets the ball forward. Patrick Sullivan. Sullivan inside defensive 50. The Bombers defending the Michael Long Learning Centre goal. Sullivan this time outside defensive 50, gets it to the big man Dussin, and Dussin backward to the wing. Scoreboard side takes a comfortable mark.
I tell you, they kick a goal here, the Tiwi Bombers. They'll get a real sniff at this.
I'll have to stand up and get off my seat, I think.
Got it across half back. And they're going to run it out.
Oh, well done.
The big dummy and the handball back in play. Linked it up to the runner going past there in Patrick Sullivan. Got the kick up towards Dunn. Takes a strong mark. Onto the right boot he goes. Michael Dunn inside 50. Ball lands on the ground. Oh, it's picked up. They can go forward here. Gary Purantatameri goes for goal. It's the post. Wow, what a goal that would have been.
Oh, Charlie.
Gosh. Oh my
He's an excitement machine.
McLean kicks the ball in defensively. The Eagles, have they got it? Have they got enough in them? Mansell offers. He overpasses Mansell, gets the ball wide and goes to Raymond. Nice mark there by Raymond for Wanderers. Backward to the wing.
Oh, we've got a bad
Scoreboard
injury
side.
here, I think. They're trying to hold up play.
They can't unless there's a...
Yep, no,
unless it's in the way.
It is now. It is now. The Wanderers Water Angels actually gone over. This player hasn't moved. I think it was 40... Patrick Sullivan, I think.
Yes,
well,
it's Sullivan. He's got the orange boots on.
But they've got to keep this play game because he's not really in danger of being whacked. Move the player on the mark across a little bit and let's get going. It's only a stretcher. You can stop the play for a stretcher, or if there's a danger of the injured player being compromised.
Well, there might be in where he is because he's in the line of the play.
Yeah, he's in the line
That's
of the kick.
problem.
But then you can move the man on the mark around
so
a little bit.
He'll be right to go now. Yep.
So we've got it backward, just backward of the centre wing.
That's unfortunate for Tiwi because Patrick Sullivan has played a few games for them and also been pretty good.
Aaron Motlop.
Well, the problem is they're one man short now, aren't they?
Yeah, but the Tiwi trainer's down. He hasn't even gone over. It's been the water runner, both the runner and the water runner for Tiwi, while the trainer remains on the sideline here for Tiwi.
Surely they can get play underway now.
You'd think so.
Well, he's not in any danger of being involved.
So he's making his way off. He's in the centre of the ground. That looks like a bad injury to his right foot. I reckon that's an ankle, isn't it?
Yeah, he doesn't look. He's in a lot of pain there. But full credit to the water runners as well. That they were the first ones to go over to him and actually make sure he was all right.
Gee, he's grimacing, isn't he? Kieran, what can you see from there?
It does look like a right ankle. The way he's not even letting it touch the ground at all.
They're waiting for him to actually come off Butters before they start play.
I think anyway. Look, you got to look after the players. It's all the well-being of the players. But he was well out of the firing line. As Aaron Motlop now, Michael Dunn on the mark. Motlop just on the half-back flank. Scoreboard side. Motlop now gets play underway. Kicks forward to right half forward. Over they go. Ball on the ground in dispute. Well done over the top, running hard after the football. Jared Erlinson, the skipper, the Eagles skipper, picked up Mansell. It was well done, but Mansell is swamped by the Bombers. Goes back to Erlinson. Erlinson inside forward 50. Holmer, who call him what you will. He can't. He's mucked that one up. He really threw it away. But Wanderers have the football and the mark taken by Marlon Motlop.
How did Holmer dispose of this ball? That was nearly a throw. He never got his fist to the ball.
Never mind, Marlon Motlop to kick on goal, directly in front, man on the mark 40 metres out. So this will test Marlon Motlop, kicking into a breeze.
He's looking very strong and fit, I must say, yesterday, seeing up close to him.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? He's a
strong
young man. He's kicked a goal in the first term. Can he finish it off? Can he get the bookends? A goal in the final term. Motlop kicks and doesn't kick it all that well. So it's a minor score. Wanderers 115, leading the Tiwi Bombers 99. So 16 points to their advantage.
16, well, no, we've gone 14 minutes. And so the kick comes out from the Tiwi Bombers out towards the wing. Good fist at the back there too, knocked it towards the boundary line. And I think it went out of play. It was grabbed there by Justin Smart.
Great position.
Yeah.
The boundary umpire would have called that.
Kieran?
Yeah, Hugo Drogomiller has actually come off the ground. He has heavy icing to his left ankle. Doesn't look like he'll return to the field, so Wanderers have also lost a rotation.
So throw in here directly in front of us. 15-9 plays 17-13. Tap down. There's a little bit of holding on, I reckon, in that. The umpire has adjudicated, and so the free kick is going to go to Josh Wilson, the ruckman for the Eagles. Takes it from the wing, pumps it with the left boot up towards the half-forward line. Lands on the ground. Motlop wants a bit of it, comes away with it. Marlon Motlop onto the left boot, spears it inside 50. Ball lands on the ground. Nook Mansell hard at it. He avoided the man coming at him. Michael Dunn cleans up. Little kick. Gee, that was good under pressure. Chipped it straight to his teammate and mucked it all up and lost it to the boundary line, David Cantilla.
He still goes over there and lets his teammate, positive work. I just love watching Michael Dunn play.
Left half forward, a couple of kicks out from Wanderers goal, grandstand side. Wanderers leading 115 to 99, 15 minutes into the final term, tossed in by the boundary umpire. Wilson in front, over the back it was Martin. Ball in dispute, there's your man, Natasha Medbury, goes out to Michael Dunn. There's another one of your men, Freddie Purantatameri to centre half forward, but an easy, comfortable mark, and Wanderers will clear through Justin Smart.
Good kick by Smart too, put it out wide. He went where the numbers were. Handball to Simon Bates, gets to 50 on the run, bangs with the left boot from a long way out. Right to the goal line. Sensational mark, I reckon. Let's have a look at the umpire. It says Adam Tippenwoody with one hand has clawed that back in right on the goal line. And the Tiwi Bomber player had no chance of stopping that. It was William Virgil Purantatameri.
And good umpiring there. He didn't blow time on and let him play on immediately, allowing the players to do their thing.
And
well
that's
done.
Simon Bates, again, has a bounce. Just his speed, and he can gain 80 metres. Every touch he gets, just with the speed that he can take off with the first 20 metres, and then gets, another 50 after that.
You see him turn it on, don't you? Just really dig it in.
He's just, and he takes off. When he gets the ball, he just takes off and uses his speed.
Kieran.
Yeah, interesting to see that the Wanderers have put Justin Smart as a loose man in defence, obviously looking to use his elite kicking skills, usually a forward. Interesting to see how that will go for them.
That also shows that Dean was a little bit worried about Tiwi's attack.
Indeed it does. So it's Martin up against Wilson. Nice bounce in the middle by the field umpire. Wilson held his ground and got the tap in the Erlandson direction. Michael Dunn is swamped by blue and gold jumpers. Ball now in dispute, running hard after the football is Brown. That's Dylan Brown. He is dispossessed. Michael Dunn's rarely dispossessed, gets into the middle of the ground. And the man, Ross Tungatalam, takes the mark. Got to hurry it up and get it forward. 17 minutes in. They trail by 22 points, the Bombers. Tungatalam did the right thing, but Braden McLean sitting back takes a comfortable mark in defence for the Eagles.
That kick and hope just doesn't work for Tiwi Bombers. They play a shorter game than that, don't they?
Well, they've got no one to take a mark to kick in hope, you're right.
Yeah, here's Bates with it out on that half-back line, or rather up closer to the wing. They can work this forward. Thomas Motlop has it. He wants someone in board to run for him. Steadying the play down. Wanderers doing this pretty well, playing with lots of good experience here. Ball lands back towards the boundary line. Umpire says play it on. Tiwi Bombers on the clean-up.
McDonough.
Back here, now the kick from the wing, up towards half-foot, all Eagles back there. That's the problem again, and they've turned it over.
They raffled it, Smart has it, you're right, Kieran Davis, a loose man in defence. Justin Smart has the football, gets it out, Aaron Motlop. Motlop will skirt the boundary line, grandstand side. Gets the ball inside to a teammate, Weather all fits. He loses possession, try to be too smart. Bradley, Pelapomini do a 2-on-1. Over the back, Miller Purantatameri, he's done a hamstring by the looks of things, but the ball is out of bounds. And another injured player, Miller Purantatameri. Let's hope it's a cramp and not a hamstring.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate because he's trying his hardest out there to become a target because he hasn't got some height to him.
Yeah, that's right. He's one of the key players up there, isn't he? But he has got a problem with that hamstring right now as he comes off. Here's the throw in. Over the back, Wilson. Mitchell Taylor closes quickly. Clever work. Joel Price got the handball away. Raymond worked hard back through Bradley, back through Aaron Motlop. Down to the centre they go. Aaron Motlop's kick out wide was terrific. Found his teammate Joel Cabillo. Runs from the wing, kicks it up towards half forward. Searching down there for Thomas Motlop. Didn't get him. Tiwi Bombers equal to the task here. Backwards with the kick. Oh, it was a horror. Went right over the top of the teammate. And the Tiwi Bombers have turned it over. And Wanderers are going to punish them to the maximum. Kick from out on the boundary line to goal.
Marlon Motlop. Yeah,
Marlon gets it. Good goal.
His second goal for the game, Marlon Motlop, and he was happy with that one. He's missed a few sitters, but good play by Wanderers. Good
horrible
turnover.
error, wasn't it?
Yeah, good turnover. As Miller Purantatameri come off Freaky Freddy went running out there, but unfortunately he looks like he's carrying a bit of an injury as well, so he went limping out and the ball was just turned over down to Wanderers. And
so
good
once
go from
again,
Ireland.
Natasha, the Bombers have closed them down, but it's still catch-up footy, used too much energy, and the Eagles have run away as we've hit time on in the final term. Wilson gets it nicely. Mansell tries to flip the ball back to Wilson. Wilson does it beautifully out to Cabillo. Joel Cabillo, a nice-looking kick off the boot. But running back was the man of the moment, Tom McDonough, but he's got no one to beat, and McDonough takes the mark.
Spears with the right boot. Nice little kick along the boundary line. Finds Dion Munkara. Goes searching further upfield. They want the kick from Price into the middle. It goes to Keranua. He's on the run, Keranua. Comes down the corridor. What a great kick. And hits Ross Tungatulum. He can look out to his right if he wants to Cantilla. He does, and he goes for Austin Wanamiri. Got over the top. Umpire said they were holding on or pushing or doing something illegal. And Austin Wanamiri gets the free kick.
He manages to get the free kick because he uses his body so well, so they need to kick it in at his head
Plays
height.
in front, pushes back, and he leaned over the top and whacked him high.
Not so much up. Don't let him run and jump at the ball. He needs
Aussie. Distance not a problem. Angle not so bad. Kicks that goal. Hits the post. Comes up with a minor score. They've been a little unlucky. They've probably hit 3 times today, I reckon.
That's his second poster as well for Austin Wanamiri.
That's the 4th time that Tiwi have hit the post this afternoon.
19-13 to 15-10 margin. 27 points in favour of the Eagles.
Braden McLean's been efficient in defence for the Eagles. Kicks the ball out. Does it nicely. Picks up Erlinson inside defensive 50. On the outer scoreboard side, Erlinson will go back. This time to Daniel Wheatley, been quiet by his standards, but he, once again, they've been pretty good in defence, the Wanderers players. Wheatley kicks outside defensive 50, favours the scoreboard side. Along the boundary, out of bounds on the full, and the ball will be brought back by the Bombers. They trail by 27 points, 19-13 to the Tiwi Bombers, 15-10, 22 minutes into the final term.
He used the short kick that works a little better for them. Now they go the longer kick. Good fist there by Smart, knocked it to ground. Some busy work done there, David Cruz as well. Now here's a little bit of holding on, and then he got free. Did Kenny Purantata-Mary, kicks it, goal, delivers. Goal, Kenny Purantata-Mary. That's his first for the match.
Yeah, good goal to Tiwi. Unfortunately, I think they're running out of time here, but as we spoke about, 4 posters. If you had those as goals, Tiwi would be in front right now.
4 goals to 2 in this last quarter, so it's not a bad effort from them.
No, it's not, and the revving that they got from Wayne Warden obviously worked, and their delivery, it has picked up during the game, and their skills as well. And it's just the way they start the game, a little bit slow. But as I said, if they had got the 4 goals that were posters, they'd be in front right now.
Tim Martin up against Josh Wilson. Martin, the Tiwi Bombers, Wilson for Wanderers. Up they go. Wilson over the top, got the tap, but the Bombers will get the clearance. Out they go wide. David Cantilla ducks around one, ducks around another. He's going to get caught, get rid of it. He does. Kicks it forward. Wanamiri in front, taken high. Play on called the umpire. Good decision. Daniel Wheatley probably threw that away. Picked up Tungatulum. If anyone can get one, he can. Kicks it into the top of the square. Wanderers drop the mark. Braden McLean, good enough, gets it out and finds Erlinson inside defensive 50.
Breaks away from halfback. He's got an outrunner for him. He doesn't go there. He went searching for Aaron Motlop instead. Finds him infield. Onto the left boot he goes. Awesome, terrific run here by the Eagles. By this man, Joel Cabillo. Gets inside 50. Goes for goal. Misses to the near side. Comes up with nothing. Kicked it out of bounds on the floor.
He had Adam Tippenwoody on there. He needed to centre that ball. Dean Rioli won't be happy with that blaze away kick.
Well, it's coast to coast. It was good play. Just the end result wasn't that good.
It was not. Ball now the Bombers in defence. McDonough, who's done a sterling job. He kicks the ball, still inside defensive 50, kicked it to a 2-on-1. Unfortunately, a Wanderers player gone down. The Bombers will have to get the clearance. They do. And now they kick the ball, but picked up, and wonderful work there by, I reckon that's Erlinson. He just intercepted there beautifully, gets the ball out, weather all fits, kicks on goal, up and under. He is a tired young man, but whacked after he kicked the football, where the incident occurred or where the ball landed.
I'm just trying to pick up what player that was. I don't think it was Michael Dunn who's actually taking the mark. We'll just go back here.
Here's the replay.
He got absolutely smashed after he kicked it. Here we go. McDonald, Mungatopi, I think it was. Kieran?
Yeah, Justin Smart, being that loose man back there for Wanderers, actually really helped in the last few minutes. He stopped at least two direct attacks, and he took that mark right on the goal square earlier when Ross Tungatalam
So
centred it.
Tristan Weatherall Fitz, the speedy young man, a former Nightcliff player. He was a fair rugby player as a junior and could run. Probably still can run. To kick on goal, directly in front, man on the mark, Michael Dunn, 35 metres from goal. I reckon the distance will test him late in the game. Kicks on goal. Kicks on goal. The distance did test him a little bit, but it was a nice pass.
It was a nice pass. Aaron Motlop, I think that is come in, and Thomas is having a laugh as well because they were too worried about Thomas and his height.
Yeah, and so Aaron chipped in and under.
It just landed in his arms, didn't it?
And there it is, another knee. So the Motlops are very with their knees.
Chalky bones. They've got the Motlops. They've got chalky bones, but Aaron Motlop will nail this. Very acute angle. Man on the mark, 5 metres from goal. Well, he should run around. Open it up, Aaron. That's it. He's a good boy and kicks the goal. Well done, Aaron Motlop. Well done, Wanderers. They'll take this game. 2013, 133. Tiwi Bombers, 16-10, 106, 26 minutes. Gone in the final term.
Yeah, second goal to Aaron Motlop, and too easy. And there was no Tiwi players that sort of stood to make sure that he couldn't wheel around and open up the goal face as well.
It really is tough now where they've got 10 metres. They used to have 5 metres either side. Now they've got 10 metres either side. I reckon they'll do away with that because it's just such an unfair advantage.
Yeah, it is, and it's just making the goal kicking a little bit too easy. And the forwards already have it easy enough, I reckon, with the chopping of the arms and the hands in the back. And you've got to help the defenders as well.
Yeah, I reckon that's 10 metres is too much. Back to 5.
Umpire to slam it into the turf. Really good bounce for late in the game. Tap straight down to Aaron Motlop. Got half a kick away. Stolen there by Kenny Poor and Tatameri. Kick inside 50. Austin Watamiri underneath it. Hit him on the chest. Lost it. Pushed towards the boundary line and over safely by Justin Smart. No ruling about deliberate. And they'll have to throw it in.
And again, Ross Tungatalam knew exactly where Aussie Watamiri was going to lead, and again is hitting him on the chest, and unfortunately he dropped that one.
Daniel Wheatrip up to the task. It's hossed in by the boundary umpire. 40 metres around from the Bombers' goal. Over the back, Martin does it nicely in the direction of done, but it's all academic. The game over. Wanderers 2013, 133. Tiwi Bombers 16-10, 106.
So Wanderers led from start to finish and ran out pretty good winners here. Tash, give us your thoughts on the game.
Yeah, good game by Wanderers that ended up running it out, but Tiwi were very, very close as well, and they got within 11 points, hit the post that could have got them within 5 points. So full credit to Tiwi, and let's hope that this can get their momentum going.
So it's a good win here in the end to the Eagles, 2013 to 16, goals 10.